Do you know I've been to my mum and dad's? Right, I was talking to my mum about stuff.
Oh, right.
And she was saying how this flower solved a crime. What happened was there was a murder, right, in an office. So they said it's obvious that someone who works in the office did this murder because that person's only a sort of a typist. He has, you know, they've done nothing wrong. So they said that's narrowed it down, right? So this flower man came in, and he said, "I can sort this out for you." So they said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, during the murder, the plant was knocked off the cabinet,
Right.
And he had some special wires that he can put on the flower, and it's sort of shaking and stuff, because even though you can't see it, flowers pick up bad vibes and what have you. If you shake a plant, it doesn't like it."
Okay.
Right? So what happened was, he said, "Right, what we'll do, we'll put the plant back on the shelf, we'll water it, we'll calm it down, then get
Get a nice cup of tea.
then get every member of staff to come in the room and just go near the flower.
Right.
So don't tell them."
So like a line-up for the flower?
Kind of.
Kind of like a line-up.
But
Sure.
don't tell them what we're doing, just send them in and say, "Stand by that cabinet where the murder happened," and what have you. Anyway, it was a long day, they were getting through a lot of stuff, it was a big office block. They were going, "This isn't working, you know, the flower's not budging." Suddenly, they get into, like, the last part of the day, when they were almost giving up.
They call in a sketch artist, the plant gives them a...
Some caretaker fella,
Caretaker,
said, "Go over there."
Was it?
You
Was
know,
it an
so-
old man that, I mean, because Scooby-Doo didn't like him from the beginning.
No.
So, you know, is why is that janitor so evil?
They send the caretaker over to the plant, he's going, you know, he's thinking, "I've got away with this."
Of course.
Plant starts shaking, what have you. They did him.
Okay, wait a minute then. So, was there any other evidence?
Was that the only evidence they used in the trial?
Well, no, it's one of them things, though. Imagine it, if you're that caretaker and you're thinking, "I've got away with this," then suddenly a plant grosses you up. You weren't expecting that. So suddenly you're off guard.
And you go, okay, can't get that chrysanthemum away from me, I did it. You're talking absolute bollocks. That was one of the most nonsense pieces of shit I've ever heard in my life.
Listen, well, it happened, but...
It didn't happen.
Anyway, this seems one that I think you probably have... You and your father have probably come across this sort of dilemma in the past. And I'd be interested to know what your take is on it. Let me see, this is from Lee Matthews by the look of it. He says, he lives in a suburban area where the local teenagers also live on the same road, and they're running riot. They're smashing wing mirrors off the cars, they're crashing into parked cars on their skateboards, and they're just generally making mayhem, you know, night and day. What can he do to stop this going on? The parents of the kids don't seem to give a damn. Anyone who complains to them, they just say, "Oh, piss off." You know, the police are useless because they never catch them in the actual act of violence, which is what they got to do to apparently convict them. So they don't know who to turn to, really. It's rather like when a little old lady went and got the A-team, you know.
It's a, you know, and he was dressed as an elderly Chinaman.
Exactly.
She knew who he was. Colonel Decker didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
You see, it's weird, because now it has got out of hand. Do you know what I mean? Like, years ago when I was growing up on the estate, yeah, you had problems, but not like you have now. Do you know what I mean? You know,
Summers were nice as well, weren't they?
Well, it did seem that way, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right, and...
Police are getting shorter and
But
younger.
you yourself kind of admitted in the past that you were something of a tearaway. You didn't do anything like these kids here.
I mean, the thing is, I was scared that if I got caught doing it, my dad would go mad.
Yes.
And I remember smashing a car window by accident and legging it in the lounge and sort of pretending to go asleep on the settee. Right?
Genius.
And I heard a knock at the door.
He chloroformed himself, just to be unconscious when his dad came home.
And there was a knock on the door, and I thought, "Oh God, this is the fella who saw me." I was chucking a stone in the air, seeing how high I could throw it.
Of course you were. Did it keep landing on your head? That would explain a lot.
And it came down.
Chucking a stone in the air, love
To
it!
see how far I could throw it.
Brilliant.
So, you know, I wasn't bothering anyone.
Did you
by
invent that game?
Right,
Did you get the stone for your birthday? Go and play with your stone.
He gave one to Suzanne.
Karl, go and play with your stone.
The thing is, right, and it came down at a funny angle, and
Of course it did.
It ate the back of this car, and the back window is the most expensive because it has that heating thing in it.
Yeah.
In case you got a frosty window.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh God. So I legged it in, got on the settee, went to sleep, knocked at the door.
Genius. It's a brilliant plan. It's a brilliant plan. I couldn't be guilty. I'm asleep.
So
I love the idea.
So the thing is, our lounge used to sort of you could see in from the door, right? So this family who saw me do it saw me asleep on the settee, and my mum said, "Go and get the door," and I sort of went, "What?" as if I'd been asleep.
Yeah.
I went to the door, like rubbing my eyes, and the fella said, "What did you run off for? I saw you." I was like, "Oh no," and I didn't see my dad. I went out. It was when he was working sort of evenings, so I went out so I didn't have to see my dad. And then the next day I came home from school, and my dad said, 45 quid.
Ooh.
That's all he said.
That's all he
looked at me.
And then you fell asleep when he went, wake up. You know what I said? No, 45 quid.
No, the thing
Carl.
he didn't have to do
£45, Carl. Now, I know you were saving up for a brick, but you can't have it. Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? It's like, I knew I did wrong, and I was scared that my dad was going to belt me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll be more careful next time.
But that was clearly good parenting on the part of your father, because these young tykes, clearly they don't have the
what do you do?
The father support.
I don't know
if you were living in that street, very quickly, what would you do? What would your approach be? If you were living in his street?
What if they'd come home, right, and they just vandalised all your pebbles, right, that you'd been saving over the years, and just threw your gravel away? What would you do if they just...
I'd probably clout one of them.
So you'd use violence?
I think it's the only way sometimes.
Sometimes the only way.
And I don't mean, really bad, but I'd show them that I'm not putting up with this.
Right.
And then the problem is you've got their family coming round, and they're probably quite
Go to sleep. If you hit a kid and the dad comes down, just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just...
So,
equally, if you're doing a bigger crime, a bank job or a murder...
Remember to take the stocking off your head, because if they wake you up and go, why have you got a stocking on your head? Just go, oh, I had a weird dream. It won't work.
It's like with our kid, right? He was... I told Ricky about this the other day in the pub, but it's...
Is this your brother?
He never, yeah.
Because he was a terror, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, a little bit, but
he did drive a tank down the high street once, didn't he?
Yeah, that's when he was in the army.
Yeah.
But
another story.
But this time, I remember my mum and dad were going out right for the evening, and I must have been about 5, so our Mark was like probably 18, something like that, 16, 17, 18. So my mum and dad go out, and our Mark says to me, "Right, here's a deal. Do your little deal. I'm going to have a load of women round." Right? Deal is, I'll let you have your tractor in the house.
Wow, he had a tank, you had a tractor.
but his brother didn't have the rocks that Karl had.
No.
So he needed the tractor to put his toys along.
What kind of a man was he? He brought a bunch of women round?
So, yeah, there was loads but do you know when you're a kid, you don't think, oh, I know what they're up to. You're not bothered, are you? Do you know what I mean? As long as I've got my tractor, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So I was...
But he hasn't changed a bit.
But how many women did he have around? Was it just him and, a bunch of women?
Yeah.
Was it like, what's his name? What's his name? Like Nedwell from Confessions?
Yeah.
Confessions of an Older Brother.
They all just came round and had a big
He liked
orgy.
his women. Seriously, right, my mum and dad had to move because they got sick of women coming round saying, I've got a kid and it's your Mark's. They had to move because it got that bad.
Did you hear, when you were playing on your tractor and there was women running back and forth in underwear, did you ever hear this noise? Did you ever hear that?
Or kind of wow 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 wow
wow wow wow, and just see your brother's arse disappearing down the thing being chased by a butcher. Did you ever?
It's not important.
Karl, Law and Order.
Not that interested in it, to be honest.
What do you mean?
I've got no interest in Law and Order whatsoever. It's not part of my life. That's the problem. You keep picking topics that don't buzz me.
Of course they do.
They don't.
Well, let's talk about this.
You're a man quite obsessed with Law and Order.
Based on what?
Well, Law and Order is basically to protect the innocent, isn't it? I mean, when we think of Law and Order, we usually think of crime and punishment, but it's all about protect our person. We have the right to walk the streets without getting mugged. When someone wrongs us, we want justice. It's fundamental. And you do. You were sitting in your old flat in London, phoning me every day that you wanted to go downstairs and smack their heads in for being late and shouting around and being drunk, and you could hear it. You wanted some justice.
Yeah, but nothing would have happened if I'd called someone up and said there's people doing noise pollution. Even though there's a law for noise pollution now, it's not really taken seriously, is it? Well,
but you are concerned with Law and Order.
No,
you
but
wanted your rights, and you ended up
quiet.
moving. He's moved here now. He's moved to lovely sunny Hampstead, just down the road from us. So you're having a better life.
Yeah,
so
but I shouldn't have to move because of some noisy people.
No, you shouldn't. But I'm saying you were stressed.
No one cares, though.
And you wanted justice, but you thought you couldn't get justice, so you moved away.
Yeah, so I dealt with it in my way.
Yeah,
I hated them.
Right.
Because they didn't care about anyone else.
Exactly.
But the police wouldn't get involved. There's other people who live round there who had to put up with it. But no one cared.
So what did it feel like every night when you were trying to watch telly, and it's hot and you got the window open, or...
No, you could just hear stuff, and it's that thing of, you get a lot of tourists in London, So they're talking. It's not even as if you can listen in to what they're saying and have a view on their opinion, because they're foreign.
Would that be entertaining for you?
Well, yeah, because if you can hear what people are saying, you go, oh, yeah, that's a
Switch
good
the
point.
telly off.
That's a good point.
There's some
I
sort
don't want
of-
to hear anyone talking. I'll tell you what, really feel sorry for people with, like, neighbours from hell. Because it's, I mean, you know, I'm not saying it's justified, but I can see why people go mental with someone when they're bullied or, you know, constantly harassed and no one cares. And when you can't go to the police, and go, there's a bloke next door, he's got his telly on loud, he's always pissed, he's shouting about, if you don't do something, I'm going to go around there and crack his head in. You're the one that...
But isn't it your own fault for living in central London?
Well, not really, because it wasn't always like that. I'd been there years, and then all of a sudden, you know, good fellas turn up. They sat down there making a racket. What can you say to them? You call down, they can't hear the phone ringing.
Could I just say that Goodfellas wasn't a pizza joint? He called the loud people that because he thought they were gangsters, because they did what they wanted and sat outside and...
Yeah.
So, but it's louder, I think it is louder abroad than it is here. Whenever I go away on holiday, I always notice that it's always a couple of decibels higher.
Really?
Always. Like the sound of bird noises and that are louder abroad. Because they're trying to get a nut above the noise of the noisy people.
No, that's not true.
They are. When I was in, where was I? Menorca or something. It was like lying there. If it wasn't a noisy local, it was the people in the villa next door. If it's not them, they suddenly collected the bottles from the bottle bank. That's a nice noise when you're just relaxing. The bottle bank. Just pop that there where the villa is. So that was a racket. There was always there was just so much noise.
Animals, creatures...
You can't escape it. It's the one thing you can't escape, noise. Your ears never turn off.
No.
They're always there.
But I've told you before, wear earplugs if you have to.
I don't like it.
But he doesn't like... He says he can hear the sound of his own art.
Well, there's always a sound. Like your eyes, you can close them. My eyes close all the time, and if I don't like the look of something...
Yeah.
No, but if I don't like the look of something, they close before even I've thought about if I want to see it or not.
What do you think?
Ahead.
What do you think exactly?
I just mean if I see something on the telly, or like one of those casualty programmes or something...
Yeah.
It's like my eyes know that I'm not going to like the look of it.
But no.
So they close quicker.
No.
My ears, they seem to be interested in everything. Even though I'm not.
What I mean is, you can't close your ears.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't,
what I'm saying.
Exactly, yeah. You can never...
So that's why
I like the idea that your eyes are closing when you... I was watching that.
Yeah,
what are you doing,
Have your eyes ever closed something that you're going...
No, they normally get it right.
Your eyes aren't making
normally
any
get it
decisions.
right.
You're making decisions. You turn away because you don't like seeing something. You don't turn away and then you're going, what was that? And your eyes going, you don't want to know. You do not know. You don't want to know,
I'm just
Karl.
saying anyway.
Lovely pair of tits here. Oh, I can't believe it!
I just mean noise pollution. It's the one thing you can't escape.
Karl, have you ever been conned?
There's always someone doing well out of me. There's always someone, if they're a little bit short, we'll go around to Pilkington.
But I
Rip
mean,
him off.
3 or 4 times a day. Sometimes I call him up and he goes, right, the washing machine's broken, they came round, they've done this, right, they couldn't fix it, but they had to call it, charged 90 quid. I called the bank and said, no, they can't do that. Turns out they can't do it. It's like a string of things where it looks like Karl's handing out money, like the end of a comic book. He goes, that's for the broken window, and there's for my sausages. It's like a queue of people just taking money off Karl.
I don't know, they're normally alright if I'm face to face with them.
Really?
Yeah, if I can sort of, if I can go in a place, but a lot of stuff now is done on the phone.
Yeah.
It's all phone, isn't it? Because it's all over the world where you're speaking to these people.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone the other day about the alarm system, right, in the flat. Called them up, thought, it'd be good to get this going again. Have an alarm system, I haven't had one for years. Might as well use it, it's there. So, I called them up and said, there's an alarm system in this flat I've bought. I want to get it going again. What's the situation? So they took a load of details and stuff, and they said, right, what you have to do, it's 400 quid a year. I said, what? So 400 quid a year. I said, what's that for? He said, if the alarm goes off, we can guarantee that a couple will be there in like a minute and a half. I said, I don't want that. I said, I'm just happy with the alarm just going off. I'll give the keys to the neighbour. No, you can't do that. You've got to have this way. I said, 400. I said, I thought alarms are meant to stop you being robbed. Did you what, sir? You don't understand sarcasm when you're talking to them people.
Yeah. Just to get out your system, when you know you've been conned, you just laugh in the face of adversity.
You were just talking about how I lived in an odd village.
Yeah.
With kids with big heads and all that, right? And what I wanted to do...
What is that again? There's 2 kids with big heads.
Yeah, they just had sort of big heads and, webbed hands and that. They went to my school. And, when I spoke to my dad the other day, because I'm going out to see my mum and dad tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, have we got any school photographs with the, big-headed kids in? And he said, no, nobody bought those sort of school photos, because they were in it, so it was always a bit ruined. But I said, well... No, he said sales would, you know, because he obviously talked to other dads and stuff like that, and he just said, oh, no one bought them. But anyway, so...
I would love them!
Yeah.
That's why I'd buy them.
Yeah, but I wouldn't stand out, would I? If it's on the mantelpiece.
Yeah, well...
So, but anyway, so I was talking about, you know...
When you say they had big heads, what do you mean? Do they look like someone from Doctor Who?
They were just quite big.
But they weren't related?
No.
So why did 2 blokes with big heads and webbed feet?
I lived in a weird area. There was a chemical plant close by.
I can't believe you've never told us that before. That explains a lot. Not just the freaks in your neighbourhood, but...
No, there was loads of weird stuff going on. There was this, like I said, there was this woman who, used to, like, live in one of the council flats, right? And, she had a 3-wheeled, sort of big, what do you call it?
3-wheeled son. He was the weirdest bloke we ever knew.
What do you call it? Like a big tricycle, but for an adult rather than one for a kid. It was a big one.
It wasn't a motorbike though, it was a...
No, it was a push bike thing.
Yeah.
And she used to, sort of ride down the road with a fella sat in the basket on the back with his, like, legs dangling over. And they'd be going to, like the pub and what have you.
Was it a different fella each time, or the same one?
Yeah, sort of bald-headed fella.
So it wasn't collection for, like, organs and things? Bring out your ill. And then people just throw Grandad just in the back and go, right, we're getting £4 for Grandad.
But she's
got a lovely pair of testicles on him. They're very low, but they're
Bring out your dead, or nearly dead.
She used to, pick on her husband quite a lot. They'd be in the pub and what have you, and they'd be sat by themselves, but she'd always be sort of, you know, having a go at him, moaning at him, sort of pushing him about and that. So my dad and his mate, right, they went round to their house, knocked on the door, she answered, and he said he was a copper, right? He said, you know, Detective, Pilkington, gonna come in and have a word.
So I'm just gonna make a note of impersonating a police officer.
For the good, he went in and sort of said, now, I've heard, you know, you picking on your husband a lot.
Yeah.
We'll be keeping an eye on you. Do it again, and, there'll be trouble. And she backed off after that. She was alright.
And how was the husband? Was he still in the basket, though? Was he allowed to ever sort of, like, ride up front with her? Or was he just always in the basket?
She'd sort of stopped picking on him in public places and stuff.
That's good.
You can't get done, can you, just for doing that?
I think impersonating a police officer...
Well, you probably did, there was no gain. I think you can't impersonate a police officer full stop, but I think they'd probably be lenient on him that he was, you know... But let's face it, you know, he's not gonna be caught, because why would anyone know about it? It's not like his son's gonna say it on a radio station, is it? And stitch him right up.
Is
this something he did generally? Kind of a little bit of, like, vigilante work?
Just whatever, him and his mate, just, you know, if they saw something going on, they'd go, what can we do? Sure. What little scam can we do, or whatever.
That's fantastic! That is brilliant. Right, okay, coming up, Knob News.
And Monkey News.
And Monkey News. And the answers to Rockbusters. What a show. Talking about, your parents listening, Karl was in Heat this week, and, they mentioned that he does this thing on Sky, what is it?
It was this thing with Richard Bacon, some programme about watching telly, and you just talk about what you're watching, and that.
And he was annoyed, because he said his parents are there, and so he's not doing it. He's not going to turn up, because they mentioned it in Heat.
And so his parents might watch?
Yeah.
Why are you worried about that?
I don't like them watching stuff, do I? I told you, it dates back to when I did Little Donkey at school. Sure. I don't want people watching me.
What's that? Just renew us on Little Donkey? What happened?
It was just, you know, I was there to play the drums and that, in We Three Kings. I was loving it, you know, I got a bit carried away.
How old were you?
About 13, right?
Really?
Probably.
Yeah.
About 10, no, about 10 probably,
yeah.
6.
Between 6 and 10.
Where old were you? What school were you at?
Okay, you were playing Little Donkey.
Yeah.
So, and,
no,
but it was one of them schools where everyone sort of was in the same one. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, a Manchester school. Just
What
the
do
one
you
classroom.
mean?
Well, it's like you.
What, sweeping chimneys in the day and then 1 hour of learning? What are you talking about? What school were you at? Was it infants, junior or
They
secondary?
didn't really do that. It was
What
one
do
way.
What do you mean? You did that? They still have to abide by the laws of the land in Manchester.
No, but it was a lot more like you had infants, but
Yeah.
you also had like the older lot. There's kids there who, when you're in the younger year and that, you'd see kids and you go, "Is that?"
Talk English and use terms that people do when they're talking about schooling.
I don't even want to talk about this.
No, how old were you? What
I'm guessing maybe 6 or 7 or 8.
so you went from 13 to 6?
Yeah, but like I say, it's hard to remember because
Imagine if you were giving evidence in a trial.
Yeah. How old were you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't really narrow it down other than 7 years either way.
You know, theoretically,
Yeah.
he could get called up for jury service.
That's a frightening thought that you came up with before the break. That
Karl on jury service.
Karl could be responsible for
Yeah.
someone's rest of their life.
Yeah. Because jury service, that applies to anyone. Anyone could get sent the form. I think you're obliged to go unless you have a really decent reason not to.
Imagine it was a really, really important trial.
But what annoys me is that isn't it supposed to be you're tried by 12
good
of
men
your
and true.
peers?
12 good men
and true.
Yeah.
Good men and true.
And women, of course.
The only
these
thing
days.
I can hope is that the defence attorney would wheedle out Karl at an early stage.
Oh yeah, objection. I object.
Yeah.
Why?
I object. Have you heard of something called Rockbusters?
Yeah. Well, sorry, you can't just object on that. Okay, then what if I tell you my client, standing trial, is a little gay Chinese fella? And here are some of the tapes
Yeah.
from XFM.
My
What would you do?
suspicion is he's prejudiced.
So how does it work then?
How does what work?
What do you mean? You just
you-
get called up and you have to do jury service unless you've got a very good reason.
And it's not, I normally have Mondays off.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you wouldn't like that.
Oh, yeah, or
you have to get there at 9
I've got to
o'clock.
prepare monkey news.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you couldn't stand it.
Just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't
What would you say?
say, "Oh, don't get me involved," because I got involved once.
Don't get me involved!
No,
What do you mean you got involved once?
well, with the police and that, when I lived in Manchester, I saw a bit of car crime going on.
Right.
And I got involved. Hassle. Telling you.
How did you get involved? You phoned the police?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I thought, well, I know, well, that's just it, but I thought I'd hope somebody did
Grass.
it with my, well.
Yeah.
So, and it's just a hassle. Loads of phone calls.
Canary.
Having to stand on a balcony of this, tower block that I lived in. Police shouting up at me. I'm stood there with my underpants on, right? And what it was, a car had been robbed, right? Mm-hmm. So I call up the police and that,
Yeah.
right? Said, right, listen, car's been robbed. And they said, where is it? I said, I don't know, just across the road from where I live, right? So I tell them where I live. And
Where
they
do
go-
you live? How old were you? 13?
So she's asking loads of questions and that. I'm saying, look, whilst you're asking all this, they're actually getting away, so, will we leave it? And she's like, no, we'll track it down, blah, blah, blah. So I said, well, look, I work nights.
What could you see? You could see some
I could
lads
see some lads
just
pushing a car.
Pushing a car.
Yeah.
That's how they steal cars in Manchester, is it?
Yeah.
Everywhere else in the country, they're getting in, they're driving them away.
In the south, they drive them away.
Exactly.
You usually sort of like
In
start the
Manchester.
engine. Could you get away a lot faster? What do the police do? Push their panda car after them.
Exactly.
Say, come on lads, don't cheat, don't get in the car. They're just pushing it.
It was late at night and that, and I
Oh,
suppose
okay.
you don't want to start the engine.
Of course you don't want to wake people up knowing you're nicking cars. Of course you don't.
Alright,
No,
so,
no.
so is it
Late
working
at
for
night?
you?
Hold on, they weren't
They were
gay.
wheeling
They
it to
weren't
the
gay,
bus
were
stop.
they? They were out late, really? Come on, Karl, so what happened?
So, anyway, I said, look, don't call me back. I'm going to bed. Right? I've got work in a bit.
Brilliant.
So,
Let's go, what?
so that was that, right?
Where were you working?
Next thing, right? Phone's going. Hello, it's the police again. I said, oh, I told you not to call me. Right?
I told you not to call me at home.
So, they said, right, the police are outside. Can you go on your balcony? She's like, oh. So I'm 10 stories up, right? Stood on the balcony with like my underpants on.
Yeah.
Right? And the police are saying, where's the car? And I'm saying, I don't know, they've gone down that road now. So I'm trying to point to them. They're shouting up, saying which road and all that. And I just thought, why did they get involved?
Yeah.
I don't think they found it.
No.
It was hassle.
The
you know what I mean?
blokes were pushing it too fast.
Exactly.
They were in the next street by now, weren't
But
they?
this, don't get involved. Don't get after that.
Imagine him being on some sort of trial where it's like some sort of mob affair.
Yeah, gangland murder.
Imagine him going into the witness protection. The police just explaining to him, your new name is Jeffrey Peters.
Why can't I be called Bruce Wayne?
Well, no, Mr. Pilkington, listen. Imagine that. Do you know what witness protection is?
Oh, go on.
Amazing.
Look, it's when supposing you were to give evidence against the mafia, right? You've done a job for them and now you have to give evidence against them, right?
Right, well, if you're going to do... I mean, all I did was 2 kids nicking a car.
Yeah.
Don't start messing with mafia.
No, listen, of course not, no. But imagine you were in the mafia, and that you got caught doing something, but instead of going to prison for the rest of your life, you said, oh, well, I can give you Mr. Big, yeah? So they go, okay, give us Mr. Big and we'll let you off, right? So the police go, right, okay.
I got handed this leaflet in Soho.
So you say, okay, well, I'll give you names. They go, right, you get evidence in court, and you go, yeah. They go, right, we'll have to get you away because you'll be done for. So you give us all the names of Mr. Big, right? We'll give you a new identity, a new passport. We'll let you go and live in Canada for the rest of your life with Suzanne, right?
So why have I got to do all that?
Because they'll bump you off, won't they?
How did you know it was me?
Because
you have to give evidence in court. So they go, oh, Pilkington squealed.
So you got to change all your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've killed someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, you just know you're giving them in to keep you from going to jail. So you don't want to spend the rest of your life in prison because you're involved in something or whatever. It doesn't matter, Karl.
No,
listen.
How would the mafia know that I've said something?
Because you say in court, those are the people. He's Mr. Big. He's Mr. So-and-so. He ordered the hit. Don't you know anything?
It's a lot of messing around, though, isn't it?
But
so I've got to leave this job, yeah?
Yeah, I think they might try XFM first.
I'd have to... What? I'd have to bin Suzanne, would I?
No, she can go and live with you.
You have to cut off all your ties with your friends and family, though. You can't contact them. You got to leave them behind.
Would she have to change her haircut?
Possibly.
When did the murder happen?
Yeah. What would the new identity be that you choose? What would you choose for yourself?
What name?
Probably, I wanted to be called Brett when I was a kid.
Okay.
Right. Brett what?
Brett Pilkington.
You got to change your surname, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Maybe go X-Directory.
Where would you move to?
Probably back up north.
No.
Well, no.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Can I suggest, maybe, Brett Hanson and go and live in Australia or Canada or something. Well, maybe when they're not operating, maybe, you know, and they just forget it.
You might have to change your identity as well. You might have to grow your hair. Well, you can't grow your hair, but maybe wear a wig or a moustache.
What would you do? What would you wear?
So like an afro or something?
Something like that.
That would be brilliant. That would be absolutely
And I've got to do
brilliant.
all that just because for 5 minutes I stood in a court thing.
Yes.
And said he's the one who did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, why can't I just wear the afro and the glasses when I'm in the court? Say my name's Brett, right?
Yeah.
Change my voice a bit. He did it, and they go, thanks very much. I go off, I carry on my life,
That's
I'm still coming in here on
I
Saturday.
don't know why they haven't thought
That
of
is genius. I don't.
This
That
counts
is
all the witness protection scheme.
Why don't they do that?
Yeah.
So they go, well, I'll go to court as Brett Hanson
Yeah.
with an afro. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Right, and then when I come out, I'm back to Karl Pilkington, still talking like that, but without the afro. That is perfect. You've got... Why don't you call the FBI and say, listen, I can save you billions of dollars a year. You're a genius, Karl.
Right.
I have a fascinating tale to tell you, Karl. I think you'll be intrigued. When I do junkets for films in America or Toronto Film Festival, I was assigned a security, and I've had security before. I often have security. They just sort of get you in and out of the car, and usually just to control sort of autograph hunters and things. But this time I was given a security, and he came in a suit. He looks about 30. He looked quite unassuming. I thought he was from just a security firm, and there was a couple of them. And first of all, they were talking to each other, and I thought, wow, the stakes are higher here. I don't know. I don't know why. And they drove us to the hotel, and there was loads of people going to the hotel. I mean, much bigger stars than me. You know, there was Ed Norton and George Clooney, and they were going in and out. And he goes, we can go past these. And he called ahead, and he knew everyone. He just knew everyone. And we went down in the car park. We were met by another security guard in the hotel that let us go past everyone. I mean, Clooney's having to queue up and sign. I'm thinking, this is weird. And I was feeling a bit guilty because I was there to promote the film. And I think, this security guard's so good, I'm never going to ever have to pump into anyone. It was amazing. And they was there the next day, and he took us to the junket and back, and he put us on the thing. And then it turned out that he was actually LAPD. who was doing this for celebrities because he earned more money. And then, I found out he had a gun. So I can't come in the airport with you, I can't take my gun. So, he's armed. So I've got a security who's an APD who's armed, and I'm fascinated. Now I'm fascinated. This man is walking around with me with a little earpiece, talking to everyone. He seems to know everyone, and he's got a gun. I think, this is amazing. Then one night, he said, he dropped me off at the hotel, and he said, I've actually been called, I've got to go on a mission. They need my help. I said, really, what is it? He said, it's a hostage situation. He said, and I'm also SWAT. So now this is amazing. He's now officially the coolest man I've ever met in my life. So he goes off. Then I'm thinking, I'm worried about him. I was talking to Jane, I was thinking, wow, he does this, he gets this extra cash, he's risking his life, and now he's going to a hostage situation. And I was thinking, oh God, it's just a silent hero. So next day, because I was, how was it? He said, I was fine. He said, I just turned up. He said, I had to do it in my suit. He said, because I'm the negotiator.
What?
So now, he's an armed security guard who's an LAPD, who's special SWAT, and he's one of 9 negotiators in LA. We're in LA now. We'd come from Toronto, went via New York and LA. So I went, oh my God. And I just asked him questions for 2 hours. So the first thing that happens is, so someone runs in with a hostage. This guy, who's just a kid, who was 19, he'd done a robbery. He'd panicked and he'd run away. The police were after him. He ran in and he took his kid with him. It was just a 3-year-old kid. Okay. That often happens. Most hostages that people take are their family, because it's all they've got. And they go, I'm going to kill my wife or my kid and that. And they don't mean it. They're not going to. But they need a hostage. They've got a gun. So he talks to them and he says things to them like, you know, you didn't mean this to happen, did you? They went, no, he said they got out of hand. It just got out of hand. And he has to let them trust him, because they've got a hatred for the police, of course. They don't trust the police. And the first thing he does is call the phone company and say, what's the number of this address? He goes, change it by 1 digit. So now only he can call that number, because of course you can't have an engaged signal. If they haven't got a phone, they have to throw a phone through a window. So they've got to have contact with this guy. I said, what happens if this guy says, you're never going to get me out, I'm going to kill all the hostages? He said, then my sole purpose is to get him to stand near a window. And I went, wow. Now apparently, there's a police marksman ready, of course, if they think they've lost him. The important thing is you've got to take him out, because you've got to protect the innocent. So how they shoot him is they shoot him in the top lip, and it takes out the brainstem, so there's no reflex. And I'm just being absolutely... I'm captivated. What do you think of that, Karl, as a job? It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, once you've done one, though, it's like any job, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah.
Once you've done one.
Yeah,
not impressed?
Boring, yeah.
No, it's good.
Could you do it? Do you reckon you could do it? Do you reckon you could negotiate someone out of a hostage situation?
Well, I think in one of them things, there's nothing you can do. It's like, it doesn't matter if it goes wrong, because
it does.
You did your bit. No, it's like being a vet, isn't it?
Not really. Not really, because that's ridiculous thing to say.
It's nothing like being like a vet.
No, it is. What I mean is, you're expected to make the little kitten live.
No, there's loads of it. Because I was saying, so he says, I need a car by 5 o'clock, or I'm going to kill someone. He then makes sure that he doesn't kill anyone, but he makes sure that car doesn't come till 5:15. Even if it's there, he keeps going, it's on its way, because then the hostage knows that he's not in control, really. Even if it's as easy as saying, I want my wife here, and he can get her there at 5, he makes sure she doesn't turn up till 5:20.
Yeah.
It's just little things like that that's just absolutely fascinating. The psychology of it is just amazing.
But he's not bothered, is he?
He is
15
bothered.
minutes late.
He is, because he really takes a bit, he empathises with these guys, and he says, no, you've got to understand.
No, but the fella in the house with the gun, he's not going anywhere. 15 minutes either side doesn't matter. Well, why is he in a rush?
I don't think Karl's getting how important, how amazing.
You said they make the car 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
He's getting his car. That bloke's not in a rush.
He's never going to get in the car, is he? That's the other thing as well, because once a bloke said to him, I need a car, and he just went, where are you going to go? And the bloke went, Yeah, forget that. He has to make them forget their deadlines and their demands. So soon it doesn't matter. And he has to get in their head. But to do that, he says that he has to empathise with them to a certain extent. He has to understand why they're doing it, to talk to them and go, yeah, you've had a bad day. That would send anyone. But he has to get their trust. Karl, try and talk me out. You think it's that easy? Right, I've got a hostage situation, right? Done a crime. I've run in the building. They go, there's only one person we can ask for. Get me Karl Pilkington. Okay. You turn up. Right, what's your questions?
So you've asked for me to deal with this?
No. The police know that you're their top man, and there's a guy in here, he's got a gun, he's got a hostage, okay, he's just done a crime, they don't know what to do, okay? Right, you turn up, what's your first question to the...
I'm talking to you.
Well, no, you got to assess...
Right, I'd say, right, I think there's a saying, actually, you say, where's brass, right?
Right.
I found that out, I overheard that.
What's that?
It was something,
You're wasting time! Who's that bull cunt that's just turned up? I'm gonna fucking kill it!
Right, where's brass?
What does it mean?
I heard it at school when they...
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about!
Can't just you...
It means, I heard someone use it on the...
Well, I don't know what the fuck it means.
It means the top person of the police who are around at the moment.
Yeah, well, you talked, I'm the fucking top brass here, I've got a fucking gun against this kid's head. Who the fuck are you bald little shithead? Where's my car?
What car?
I've asked for a car. Where's my fucking car? Am I talking to you now, am I?
If you want,
are you the negotiator?
Yeah.
Right. Get me a fucking car.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, I'm fucking sore for shouting. Throw a phone through the window so I can talk to you over the phone.
No. Alright, in a minute.
Don't ever fucking say no to me.
In a minute, I said.
Okay. Right, the clock's going. Where's this fucking phone?
Listen,
I've got a sore throat. I've got a sore throat. I can't talk anymore with that phone.
I've been called up here.
I can't hear you. I need the phone.
I've been called up here.
Yeah, can you go to put the phone through? Why are you putting the phone through, you dopey cunt? You want to talk to him?
Because I don't want to give you a phone straight away. You said you've got to delay him.
No, but you've got to talk to them. You shouldn't even demand a phone. You should make sure you've got a phone, you dopey twat.
Give him a phone.
Right, thanks. Alright, how's it going? That's better.
Right.
Right. Who are you, by the way? Who are you? Bruce.
I can't give you them details.
Well, you can, because I've got to trust you, dopey sod. Are you police, or just some fucking cunt walking by?
I'm a policeman.
Right, I don't trust policemen.
No, but I'm a bit higher than that. So listen.
Or don't you tell me I'm laying down the law here.
No, listen.
I'm going to shoot someone unless I get a fast car. I've done a robbery. It's all gone wrong. You're after me now, but I want a car to the airport. I want a plane standing by.
You don't know me, but I do this a lot. Right? And I can tell you that it never works out right. Do you know anyone who's done what you're doing and is now living a happy life?
Well, I don't care. I don't care about living anyway. I don't care about living out. I don't care if this goes wrong, because I'm going to shoot the hostage.
What's your problem?
I'll just... I think you've got the wrong attitude, mate. I think you've got the wrong attitude here.
No, but this is... to be honest with you, this was my last week.
Why are you telling him that?
Because I want to bring him down to my level.
Right. What's that got to do with it?
Well, you know, I've done this job for a long time.
Right.
And sometimes I felt like you. I've been, you know, even though I'm on this side, you know, sometimes I feel like, oh, I've had enough of this.
Right, well, I haven't enough, but I'll tell you, I don't care about living or dying here, so if I don't get a car to the airport, all bets are off. I'm killing everyone and then myself, so you'll be a big loser. You will be a big loser, son. There you go, I've given you the clue now, Karl. He doesn't care about getting away with it. Now you've got to get him to stand near a window. You've got to take him out. Because I've got a gun to someone's head. You can't burst in, right? You've got what? Come on. How do you get him to stand near a window?
Oh, I bet you're hot in there.
Keep going.
I am hot. Yeah, that's why I've just drawn the curtains and keep away from the window because the sun's blazing in. It's not too bad away from the window.
It's the sun's gone round the back now. Just come and have a look. It's a lovely evening.
Why do you want me to stand near a window?
I think just because when you see how nice an evening it is.
Worst load of dribble ever.
Keep going, I'm interested. When you see how lovely
it's that thing, I've heard that if you smile, you feel better. So have a little smile. Think of a happy moment in your life.
I'll tell you what a happy moment in my life would be. Putting a bullet through your little round head, you cunt.
Keep thinking about that image.
Right.
And you can see that round head. Just come to the window, I'll show you the round head.
That would probably work, actually.
What? No, I'm not going to come near the window. You come near the window. You come near my window. Up you come. Are you coming near the window?
No, not yet.
What?
Delaying it again. Right, I'm coming near the window.
Well, I'm going to shoot you if you come near the window, you dopey prat.
Well, why? I thought we were getting somewhere here.
No, I'm going to shoot you. I've conned you. I've negotiated you to come near the window, and I'm going to shoot you in the head, you prat.
I'll just leave then.
I don't agree with execution. State execution of someone, whatever they've done, for many reasons, but the main one is, I don't think you can have a state that shows that sort of violence against an individual, whatever they've done, and expect people to accept the very code and morality of treating people equally and not showing violence towards them.
Karl, where do you stand on the tricky issue of capital punishment? You've given it some serious thought, I imagine.
So what, you asking me, like, should he be on death row?
Well, should someone flip the switch, send him to his death in the electric chair?
Yeah.
That was the least considered.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a little bit of flicker behind the eyes. I don't know what. Well, just take us through the mental process that you arrived at the yes with there. So you've been. I remember that because there was quite a brief gap there.
I just was thinking, it's not a nice job if you work in there and you've got to flick the switch.
Right.
But I was wondering if it's possible to just do it so it's linked up to someone's switch.
What do you mean?
When they put the lights on or something. So it's like sometime tonight when the sun goes down and people start putting the lights on in their house, it could happen. But we don't know what household. They might be away on holiday, so you might get an extra 2 weeks. But at least that way, because for me, the worst...
Funny you should say that.
This is not... The question I asked was whether... We were talking about the morality of whether you put someone to death.
But he was thinking about...
He was thinking about literally the practicality of flipping the switch.
Well, no, I think that aren't you talking about the integrity of the person who knows or knows not that they've put someone to death, like a firing squad, like what they used to do sometimes in the First World War when they had 6 riflemen, but
only
5 were blanks and one had and no one knew
if they were the person that killed them.
Yeah.
So, but my point is, you do agree that someone should be put to death for a terrible crime, do you?
You've got to have something there to stop them people who don't care, haven't you? Nature's done it in a way with bees. They've gone, we'll give you a weapon, but if you use it, you die. And that's like the bee. Well, so they're worried they're going to go, I'm not going to do it.
We do, won't we? We have people saying, 1, you can't do that. That's step 1. Here's the law. Don't do it.
But there's a lot of people who go, I'm not bothered about the law. I'm not bothered about annoying people.
Yeah, that's true.
So for them, at the end of the scale, you've got the chair, and you stick the wires on their head, and we'll fry your head. And they go, oh God, I don't want that.
That doesn't always work, does it, with being put to death? Because as a deterrent, most of the crimes aren't just crimes of gain with that. Some of them are crimes of passion where a deterrent doesn't count because you see red and you go crazy and you're angry and you kill someone. I think a lot of those crimes, the deterrent isn't relevant. You know, things like armed robbery maybe, where it's a risk, what can I get versus what my crime. Maybe then it might be a deterrent, but then of course, if you start to get a capital punishment for crimes that aren't murdering someone, then that thing brings in you might as well murder them, because then you've got more chance of getting away with it. So it's very delicate what you make people be killed for.
You've made an interesting and reasoned argument there, Rick. I'm looking forward to hearing the riposte.
Right. When I was younger, I used to nick Mars bars.
Okay.
Right. Now, I did that then, and I knew that even if I get caught, what's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to prison over that. But it was worth nicking because the Mars bar, they were like 45 pence.
Sure.
When you're a kid, you can get a lot of chewing nuts for that.
Chewing nuts?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they like caramel covered in chocolate. Last ages. Quite hard.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you suck the chocolate off and then you got to chew them until they're... Yeah, I know, yeah.
Now, I could afford them at 10 pence a bag. They'd last me sort of a morning. A Mars bar was a proper treat. There's a lot going on in there. A lot of chocolate, a lot of caramel.
Yeah.
Like I say, 45 pence.
Yeah.
So, to me...
That was like an advert that went wrong just at the end. They started off good. They go, this fly's good. He's, you go there. Mars bar, there's a lot in it. It's like, oh, good, keep going. Yeah, it's got caramel. It's got, yeah. But it's 45 pence, which is too fucking much, so fucking nick it, you cunt.
But, when I was younger, that was worth a risk. Because I knew that I'd be getting something worth 45 pence for free.
You weren't going to get the electric
And I wasn't going to get done. So, the stakes were high, the risks were low.
No, wait. You mean the stakes were high, the risks were low?
I think he's just trying to sound cool.
The stakes weren't high. The stakes are what can happen to you, and the risk. The stakes and the risk are the same. The risk is the stake, okay? Yeah, unless you're nicking meat from a butcher's, then the stakes are high and the risk is low. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but what you meant was the gain was high.
The game was high. Yeah, the game was high.
Yeah, the risk was low.
Yeah.
But wasn't, was it? Because 45p isn't a lot unless you're a kid.
It is when you're a kid.
It is when you're a kid.
Because I was getting 50 pence.
But then surely getting caught for nicking a Mars bar's higher when you're a kid.
No, it's not. Look, you see, most of the time, I didn't want to say which shop it was that I nicked it from, but it's where I did my paper round. Now, the thing is...
So you're nicking from your own boss?
Nah, but listen, I used to wake him up.
That
I
is
helped him
terrible.
run that. No, because I...
That is terrible.
This is awful.
That
Go
is-
on, hang on, I want to hear him.
really
I want to hear
bad.
him rationalise his
Because that
terrible
sweet
crime.
old man who used to give...
He's not an old man. I used to go round and
Sweet
wake
little
him
old
up,
man.
right? He hated running that place.
Right.
If anything, I'd say I was his best asset.
Well, not really.
Yeah,
Because I
You
don't know
was
what...
nicking from him, you was
Yeah,
thieving from him.
I don't know how much he
business.
made on papers, but he'd probably go 45p profit. Hold on.
They got their papers really early because I got up early.
Yeah.
I used to go round to the
Well, you know,
shop
a
at
Mars a
4:30.
day helps you work, rest, and steal.
So I used to go round there, wake him up. He'd be like, "What are you doing round here so early?"
Don't know, I'm just hungry. What? I'm just hungry for work.
No.
Oh, well, good boy, Pip. I'm just going to turn away a minute, while you stand there in front of the confectionery. I'll turn away now, and I've looked back now, and here's the papers. And thanks so much, Karl, because you're a lovely
He's like
kid.
an honourable and trustworthy
Yeah, I can't
guy.
really afford to...
I've been betrayed so many times, that's why
Yeah.
my lovely wife's no longer with me. You know, she ran off with Ken.
Yeah, but I mean, at least I've got a friend.
At least you've got one young
You turn
friend.
up early, oh, God, it's brilliant. Oh, and Karl, keep a lookout, because...
Someone's been nicking Mars bars.
Yeah, I know it's not you, because I trust you implicitly. And by the way, Karl, why don't you take a Mars bar for free? Oh, thanks.
Well, that never happened.
Alright.
So I'm getting 50 pence a day for delivering papers, but I needed the energy.
Right.
Now, if I spent my 50p on a Mars bar,
Yeah.
5p profit a day is not worth it.
No.
So, help yourself. I knew I was doing a good job for him.
No.
There we go, help yourself.
No, so help yourself. That doesn't follow. So help yourself. Get another job, leave that job, negotiate a pay rise. Not help myself. That doesn't go. That's ridiculous. Where does it stop? If you worked in a nuclear power plant, well, they're not paying me much. Have a little bit of uranium.
A lovely little bit of uranium.
Yeah. I do.
That's a strange analogy, Rick. Some left straight from a bloke nicking stuff from work. So he works in a power plant, he's having himself a bit of uranium. What's he doing with the uranium?
Well, you know, Mars a day and all that, and that's for energy, and so's uranium.
God. What do you make of New York's ex-police chief saying we need more bobbies on the beat? He's come over here, he's the guy that sorted out crime in New York City. He's come over, he said, you're going all over the place here. You need more bobbies on the beat, more policemen, a visible police presence.
There was something last week about some copper in London who was sat on a bench, and he was asleep or something.
Oh, yeah.
And people were like outraged because like he should be looking after, you know, England's people, not nodding off on a park bench. Which is a bit daft because
They were shouting he should be looking after England's people. Was this the 16th century you went back to? What do you think he should be looking after England's people?
you know, wherever he was, if he was in like a park somewhere, they were like really annoyed because he was asleep. But
Sure.
the way
He's
I
probably
look at it,
undercover.
well, no, but the thing is, if there would have been any trouble, I'm sure he would have woke up.
Yeah.
If there was any sort of, if someone needed help and he screamed, he would have woke up. So I don't know why they were having a go at him.
Yeah.
And he might not have been there at all. So you know, it was he probably have his radio turned on, didn't he?
Yeah.
Listening to Heart.
So you're not concerned then that there's not the crimes going up?
I think there's enough. I see quite a lot of them whizzing around.
Okay. You're happy then?
Yeah.
As long as you're happy, Karl.
So you don't think it's too much crime?
No.
Just the right amount. Just the right amount of crime.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about America in the 1950s, black people still very much second-class citizens. You've obviously heard of the famous Rosa Parks incident, in which she was obliged to move on the bus from where she was sat to somewhere else, and she chose not to, and she was arrested for it. It became very much a sort of figurehead of the civil rights movement. Had you been travelling on that bus?
What did you do?
And am I far from where I'm getting off?
Yeah. So once again, you can't just nip out at the next stop so you can wash your hands of the whole affair. No, you're on that bus. You've still got a number of stops. You live further away than Rosa does because you've got a lovely big house, whereas obviously she doesn't have a lovely place. She can't afford it. So you've got to stay on that bus. You've seen this now. You've seen this bus driver demanding that she gets up, gives up that seat. Maybe she's given up that seat for you. Maybe you've got on that bus as a privileged white man and she refuses to get up on your behalf.
I'd probably go, it's alright, I'm standing, I'm alright.
But why would you say that? Because you're thinking of the modern day Karl, you're not thinking of the man from the 1950s.
Well, the thing is, we don't have to go back in time. We can go to a country now where you'd see an injustice, where you were outnumbered by the law of the land. What if Suzanne wasn't allowed to sit with you on buses? What if now a law came in that women were second-class citizens and she can't come with you? Wouldn't you go, no, fuck that, she's sitting with me?
I'd say we're only going around the block. We've been to the shopping centre. We'll be home in 15 minutes. Can you take that bag with you? Because there's no one sat next to you down here. I'm a bit crammed in up here. There's more blokes on the bus. I'll see you in a minute. It's not a big issue. I've done it on the train, where I've booked tickets and they've ended up being different tickets. And I've gone, I'll see you in an hour and a half. I've got an iPod.
But
so you went first class and that's
luck. That's luck. That's circumstance. One is policy. Surely you can see the difference between a principle and a bit of luck.
But it's what you get used to at the end of the day. I mean, I'm not walking past them and slapping them on the back of the head. I'm getting on, and it's just that's where they sit, that's where we sit. Like men and women going into a separate toilet.
Karl, let's put this to I mean, obviously, this is too much for your head to... You're on a bus, right, and there's a few white people, and they're...
I'm the driver.
And they're being racist to a black kid.
Right, I'd go, if I'm driving, I'd go, listen, lads, stop that, will you?
If you're going to be racist, can you get off at the next stop and do it there?
Well, you know, we've all had a tough day. It's the end of the day. We just all want to go home. We've all been working. Right. He's not in your way. He's sat in his own seat. Sit back. Calm down. Had enough.
But what if they said, no, we usually sit there, we want that seat? Would you think either black kid's a troublemaker? Or just would you go, come on, just move, mate, it'd be peaceful?
I'd go, what do you want to do? Do you want to move so this is calm down? Or
No, you shouldn't say that. He doesn't matter if he wants to move or not. It's his right not to move.
Do what you want, then. If you want to stay there and fight your own corner.
No. He wants to stay there. Don't you surely you want to be on the side of right.
I'm just doing my job here. I'm sat driving a bus. I'm driving a bus for 30 quid a week here. I'm getting a load of grief off some people at the end of the day.
But think bigger than the bus rule. It's not just a bus thing, alright? Just imagine that you're not a bus driver. Alright?
No, but that's what we're talking about here.
But yes, Ricky's trying to make a point. It's an analogy again. It's about you taking some kind of responsibility that could put you in harm's way. Yeah. That could mean that you've got to stand up to danger or to bullies or to aggression.
If someone's attacking Suzanne, she goes, Karl, help. You go, no, I could get her here.
Because I know the full story here. But this is what I'm saying about Rosie, what's it? I'm just saying, she sat on the bus. How did it work? She got on the bus, she sat where she wanted.
No, I'll tell you how it worked. The middle section of the bus, black people could sit there, but it was up to the driver's discretion to change where black people could sit, depending on the number of white passengers that got on. So she sat in a seat, some more and more white passengers get on, so this bloke decides, well, no, actually, this is no longer the black section, there's no black section, because there's enough white people, you've got to stand up. Right. And she decided, no, I'm not going to get up. It's my right to be able to sit on this bus, as a person, as a human being, not whether or black or white. And that was why she got arrested.
Well, she lost in the end, didn't she?
What do you mean she lost in the end? There's a black president.
Yeah, but it's not because of her getting on a bus. That's just because times changed.
Yes, in a way it is.
I don't know.
Because she became a spearhead of the civil rights movement that was spearheaded by Martin Luther King.
But all those little things go towards change.
On a different bus, on a different day, it might not have turned out that way. That's what I'm saying. It might have been, you know, someone else who goes, get off, who's been in a right mood, might have been in the pub all afternoon. And she's there going, I'm not moving, and he's fed up, he's up to here with it.
Sorry,
he's been working all
pissed
week.
up now.
She's pissed up now.
No, the person sat next to her.
Yeah.
Might have even been a black bloke who's been working hard. And he's like, I don't want this.
But it's interesting you say
The
that.
bus pulls over, the police are called in.
But you say this, it's interesting you say that because in the Rosa Parks incident, there were a number of other black men, all of whom did stand up. I think 5 of them were there, and 4 of them stood up, and she stayed sat down. So there was 4 people there who did choose the easier route, the easier life, and she stayed sat down, and she's the one who went to prison, and she's the one who's remembered because of what she did on that day.
It's difficult, isn't it? If I was on there, I'd weigh her up. You know, is this woman doing this as like a good cause, or is she just a trouble causer? Because she just seems like, you know, I'll do what I want. Now that's fine. You'll always get people who do what they want, and they do change the little rules along the way. But I bet when she was doing it, it wasn't like a big stand up. This is the day I'm going to do it. It's just happened to. She was fed up that day. She didn't want to get up. Lazy. She might just go around law breaking all the time, and she's remembered now because she'd made a change about bus seats. But when she got up that morning, did she say I'm going to do that, or has she been fly tipping before she got on the bus? This is what I'm saying. Is she just you know?
No, she's not a troublemaker. She's someone who already had a burgeoning interest in the civil rights. I mean, I really thought the Rosa Parks incident was pretty cut and dry. The fact that Karl's managed to find an ambiguity in it is extraordinary.
I love it.
Tell me something else about Rosie Parks.
Oh, for God's sake. I don't know what she's got to do to win you round, Karl. Honestly, I didn't realise it would be this difficult.
Tell you what is annoying. What? Steve's told me about a film that is about a monkey going off with a woman.
The Charlotte Rampling thing where she...
It's a film called Max Mon Amour. Yeah, she has an affair with a monkey. Go on.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
You wouldn't like it.
We can't go into it.
You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. It's not like, it's weird and you wouldn't, Karl, it's not like a nature programme where he wears a bowler hat and can talk. Okay? The nature programmes that you seem to see.
Yes, I'm trying to think, I haven't seen that one.
No! Yeah. Come on, do monkey news.
Well, monkey news this week.
Play the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news,
Right, it's about this monkey that was knocking about in the 1950s.
Right.
It was known in the sort of LA area, right? And apparently, again, I haven't really checked all this out, I've just picked up bits that look interesting.
Yeah.
Wore a golden mask, and like a cape and a leopard skin belt and stuff, right? So people didn't know he was a monkey.
Of course they didn't know, yeah.
They thought it was this bloke who's going around and he was helping out crime situations and stuff.
Right, you're an idiot. So, this disguise, that you see a 3'6" bloke with arms the length of his body.
No, but that's the funny thing, right? They sort of thought, it's a bit odd, you know, he's stocky, yet extremely flexible.
Yeah, and hairy, because he only wore a white mask and a belt.
And a distinctive jawline and stuff. And then,
right.
Apparently, like, he used to sort of get to his...
Nothing we say gets through, does it? You've decided you can picture this monkey going around solving crimes, and it's...
telling you.
Let him finish the story. Time's running out.
So it sort of get to its crime by, like, swinging from the trees and stuff.
Of course it would,
right?
yeah.
Well, people just thought it's a normal fella.
Of course.
Then what happened was...
This is the bit that's going to annoy me, isn't it?
He helped some fellas out, like, you know, and for a reward... They were like, do you want some money? You know, you've helped save our lives during a crime and stuff. Do you want some money in that? And he just went straight for the shopping bags, got a couple of bananas and apples, right? And as he was bent down, looking into the bag, getting the bananas and apples, they pulled his mask off. Little monkey.
So he wasn't allowed to work for the police anymore?
It ended there.
Sure.
Weird, isn't it?
Rick, can I tell you the meaning of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah.
Can we never speak of monkey news again?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, today's story was emailed in.
So you didn't even do anything towards it? So when you say I've been working on monkey news, what, you printed that out?
So is the making of monkey news you checking your email?
Well,
Brilliant.
no, I'm always looking at different options at, you know, how much is going on.
This is what makes me laugh when he says he's really busy.
Yeah.
I'm doing other stuff and I'm doing other stuff.
People are sending in monkey news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get an email.
Is it from
check it out.
Reuters?
Well, listen, it's from Steve.
Okay.
Right? Now, what it is this monkey, right?
Yeah.
Don't know where it was. But there's a bit before the monkey anyway, right?
Jeez.
Is this... No, listen.
Shoot me.
Right? It's a bank. There's this bank, right? Busy bank. Normal day, everything's going normal, right? Busy bank, people going in, doing what they do, seeing about mortgages and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything's normal, everyone's happy, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's quite busy one day. Fella comes in with a gun and a balaclava on.
Up to no good.
Right, I'll tell you now, Carl. If this fella turns out to be any ape or monkey-related species, you're never doing this again. You're never... so just, if you want to finish it, it's at your own risk. But if this fella who robbed the bank turns out to be a chimpanzee, that's the end of monkey news.
Alright.
Okay, let's hear the end. It's a lovely day in a lovely bank. Everyone's happy.
Everything's normal.
A man comes in the balaclava.
Man comes in,
Is it a man?
starts waving a gun around.
Shut up, Rick. Let him finish the story.
Starts waving a gun around,
Yeah.
right?
Up to no good.
So everyone's thinking, oh God, you know, wish I didn't come in here, it's not going to be a good day.
How tall is the man?
Shut up. Let's hear it.
Everything, you know, oh God, and he's telling everyone to get down on the floor.
Yep.
In
Everyone's
what, in
thinking,
English? In English?
Yeah. Think so?
Yeah.
So everyone's panicking, everyone's getting on the floor thinking, this is it, this is, you know, it's all over.
Yeah.
Just when you think, you know,
It's
all bad news,
Yeah.
it's all bad news, doors swing open, little monkey wanders in,
God, it's worse.
Shut up, Rick.
little monkey wanders in, right? The robber's like, what's going on here? He's telling it to get down on the floor, I don't think it was taking any notice.
No,
right?
it was just busy asking for coffee.
It runs in, I don't know if it was kind of withdrawal or deposit or whatever, it wanders in, right? Goes up to the robber.
Where did it come from?
Shut up. Will you let him finish the story and then ask questions? That's only fair.
Okay.
Wanders in, runs up to the fella with the gun, takes the gun and the bag of money off him. Everyone's like, yay, you know, we've been saved. Then the monkey starts backing out with the gun and the money.
Shut up.
see you later.
Sit down and
I'm not having this.
And
Here's the end of the story.
it does a runner with the money and the gun. No one's seen it since.
You are an idiot. I mean, you have said some stupid things in your time. What are you talking about?
Story that happened.
No! What are you talking about? What do you mean it backed out? It came in, was it an accomplice? Was it an opportunist monkey robbery? What are you talking? Think, Carl! Think!
I know it's mad. That's the idea of monkey news. We're telling people how monkeys are pretty, you know, they're mental.
They're up to no good.
What do you think? They've never seen the monkey since. What, did he have a getaway car waiting? Did he swing his way to freedom? Where was this? There's no details. Don't talk rubbish.
Well, Steve emailed it in. He's got it off the net. And the funny thing is,
Can I
the
see
funny
it? Have
thing
you got
is,
the information there?
yeah, the funny thing is, it wasn't just him who sent it. I had that a couple of times. So a few people obviously read the story and said, you know, that'll be good for Monkey News. It doesn't say anymore. It doesn't say if he went off to Spain. It doesn't say, you know, what, you know, if he's on Crime Watch.
Yeah.
It doesn't say any of that. It's just saying that's what he did. That's the story. And that's what Monkey News is about.
I've heard that they're making a movie version with Phil Collins. So I look forward to that and Julie Waters.
So that's this week's Monkey News. If you've got any, you know, if
Well,
anything's
no,
happening
don't bother.
in your
'Cause
town.
that's the end. No, that is the end. That's the end of Monkey News. No more Monkey News.
Right?
Right, before I went away, I told you about Alfred. He was the monkey where there was a robbery going on in a bank.
And then he nicked the robber's loot and backed out with a gun.
Yeah,
He sort of stole. He robbed the robber, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he take his gun as well?
He took the weapons, he took all the weapons, there was like a couple of robbers. He managed, because they were so amazed that a monkey was coming in, it was like...
Don't talk shite twice.
Right?
Anyway.
So anyway, got a follow-up to that.
Okay. Now, what was that monkey's name?
Alfred.
That was Alfred.
So anyway, because a lot of people wanted to know, well, you know, what did he do? Did he go off and have a holiday? Did he... No. Right, so the follow-up is, what happened is, the monkey had the guns, had the cash, which was $250,000.
Sure.
Right? It went back to the zoo, right?
Right, Karl, you're talking shit.
Ricky, I get angry with you when you won't let him finish his monkey news.
Right.
Can't we just get out the official
Imagine if people were interrupting Trevor McDonald. It wouldn't happen.
I want to make sure I don't get anything wrong.
No, of course not.
So check the internet.
So, the monkey goes back to the zoo, right, where all the zookeepers come out and go, get him. He's got the guns.
Yeah.
He hands out a couple of guns to his mates.
What? His monkey mates?
His monkey mates, so they've all got a couple of guns each.
Oh, Karl, Steve, I can't, mate. I cannot stand it. Honestly, I want to scream.
Please, I really get annoyed with you.
They tried to do him a deal. They said, how about if...
I'm going. Tell him that. I'm not going. No, I can't.
Step out for a minute.
Okay, we'll just do it.
Look, don't listen. Step out, and I'll paraphrase what I hear for you when you come back in. Step out now, please. I need to hear the end of this. This is monkey news. This is important stuff.
Right.
Ricky now has left the room. He cannot bear to hear, which is surprising to me.
Right. So anyway, so yeah, they've got the money, and they say to the zookeepers, "How about we give you some cash?"
Yes.
And they go,
"Sorry, hang on. Sorry, the zookeeper said that to the monkeys."
Yeah.
Right.
No. The monkeys who have got the £250,000,
right,
say to the zookeepers, "We'll sort you some money out if you let us go."
Sorry, the monkeys say to the zookeepers, "We'll give you some money."
Yeah.
You don't see any problem with that?
Right, listen.
Okay.
It's nearly finished.
Right, I'm listening out there. This is ridiculous. What do you mean the monkeys say? What do you mean the monkeys say to the zookeeper?
They were probably holding the money out, like, kind of going, look, we'll do your deal.
Right, okay, come on.
And what happened is, I think they were happy with that. I think they left, and that was that. They wanted to get out of the zoo, because they didn't like it in there. There's the thing.
Right, I don't...
Just have a look.
Right, Karl, think. Right, how did they get out in the first place, this one?
Just let Steve have a...
So why did he go... So he went and robbed... He thought... he knew there was going to be a robbery that day, did he?
He might have been getting some money before they went to escape, and then that happened, and they had more money. They might have been withdrawing some stuff out.
What do you mean? No.
If he was planning on leaving the zoo, he's going to get his savings.
What are you talking about?
What have you read there, Steve?
I've got a feeling this is a review of one of the Planet of the Apes films. I think it's Escape from the Planet of the Apes. I'm not certain. It could be Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Right, I mean, Karl, think. Please think, right? So this monkey, right, he leaves the zoo, right? So he leaves the zoo, which he can do, presumably. What, they leave him the keys or what? They're chatting to him, they might as well. He goes to a bank. What's he thinking of doing? Sees a robbery, probably by chance. He probably wasn't tipped off, was he? Or has he got one of those police scanners? Probably got one of those police scanners.
Well, I think he was going to the bank to get a mortgage to build slightly. I think he wanted an extension, didn't he, on his cage?
Think of that. And so I love the fact that he hands out the guns and they do a deal. It's honestly, you've got the best mind working on radio today. It's incredible.
There's a monkey in India, right, on a railway station, waiting for the train. No, don't mess about, because I've got to get through it quick. There's monkeys sat there, and this robber nicks somebody's handbag or something, goes running off down the platform, the police are chasing him, monkey steps in, trips the fella up, pins him down, police come and arrest the fella.
He tripped over the monkey. Okay, play a record.
He didn't.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Excellent. A particularly aggressive jingle this week.
Wow.
Yeah, looking forward to this monkey news.
Karl.
Right.
Come on.
So, what's the name?
What?
We've done...
Sorry, what?
Brilliant.
We've done a lot of monkeys who, like, got involved in crime and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? We had, the one on the train station, nicking a bag.
Yeah.
We had the one who went into a bank.
Who cares?
Went into a bank. And walked out with the money and stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Didn't happen either. Next.
But the thing is, you never sort of found out what happened to them. If they sort of got worse, got more involved into crime
this
and
monkey
stuff.
news update.
That would be amazing.
Brilliant.
What they found out in India is...
Yeah.
They've got a prison. It's just for monkeys.
You mean wild animals? You mean
a zoo?
Yeah, a zoo or a kennel or something that where they've been gone mental or something.
No, it's a prison.
Yeah,
prison.
does it have fraud cases?
It's mainly...
mainly sort of animals that are attacked things. Mainly violence, I bet. That's my...
That and theft.
Say it again?
Stuff. Theft.
Say it again?
Theft.
Say it again?
Robbing.
No, let's go back to that word. We're gonna keep doing it. We've got 6 minutes. You're gonna say the word right before you go to Hastings.
Well, do you say it?
No,
well,
you
no,
say
because then you know how to say it.
Well, alright, robbing then. It's been caught robbing.
Say it again, though.
So Who's robbing? Who's robbing?
So, they've got this prison, right?
This is extraordinary.
Say it again.
No, you're not gonna say it?
Oh, go on then.
So they got a prison for them, right? And, there's 11 of them in there, 11 monkeys.
Right.
That are in there for life. Because that's... I think there's one just got out on parole, right?
No time off.
But there's 11, I'll give you the bit of paper because I thought this was...
Weird. You thought it was a bit weird.
Now, Carl, what are they in there for then? Because, I mean, they're in there for life, so I'm assuming it's murder, is it? Premeditated murder? They're not crime bosses, are they? They're not...
Are they the
prostitution and gambling?
Are you sure they're not just the pawns and the head sort of like orangutans up a tree going, remember, you don't know me. You're on your own.
If I go down, you're all coming with me.
You take some of your gorillas down there and sort him out.
Oh, the great banana robbery.
It's not.
I wonder if they get them.
Right, go on then.
Okay, let me see. Now, I don't know what source this is, as ever.
Is it the back of a fag packet found in the toilet?
Well, no, I mean, someone's clearly... If this is nonsense, then someone's clearly gone to a lot of effort, because it does open with the headline, Parole Unlikely for Inmates of Monkey Prison.
Yeah!
Officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail. Officials? Now, what kind of people work at a monkey jail? Where do you work? It says officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail are unlikely to ever be released. The prison in Patilia houses monkeys apprehended by game wardens in Punjab state for thieving and attacking people. The Daily Telegraph reports how the monkeys at the prison in Montebello snarl and glare at visitors from their heavily barred cages. 2 monkeys were released a year ago after exhibiting good behaviour for 18 months in the jail. They have remained out of trouble. Prison can work, that's good.
So
all 11 monkeys...
they were aggressive wild animals that were taken away from the public for their own good.
And robbing and that.
Wildlife officials believe part of the problem has been caused by thieves training monkeys to help them. Lorry drivers training monkeys as guards for vehicles, and itinerant entertainers using ill-treated monkeys as part of their act.
It's the monkey that takes the rap.
It's a shame, that, isn't it?
That is awful. They didn't know what they were doing, did they?
Oh, so there you go.
What do you think of that, though, Karl? If you could visit them, like Lord Longford or something, what would you say to them? You go there and you get a visit a week or something, you know.
So can you get us a video? Right.
Do they get conjugal rights?
Do you reckon? You wouldn't be interested in that, though, would you?
They get what?
Would you be happy to give them their conjugal rights?
Yeah, would you?
Fair enough.
Alright.
Off to Hastings.
Off you
See you
go.
later.
Society is one vast conspiracy for carving one into a kind of statue it likes, and then placing it in the most convenient niche it has. So one saying, no, this is why we're moral people. The society is great for us. It turns us into responsible people, okay? And we should love that society and make sure it's perpetuated. But Bourne said, no, it's just a way to mould someone into what it likes and put it into a little box so it can't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not, again, it's...
No, both of them are right.
Both of them are right, but they're contradictory.
They're both opinions.
They're certainly opinions.
But I mean, I don't know why I am the way I am. It just happens, doesn't it? You know, I don't like killing a fly. No one would stop me if I did. But there's something in me that goes, don't do that.
Right, so this is a very important theory, because you're basically saying, well, you could be saying one of two things. You could be saying that goodness is innate.
Not likely. But
no. Or he could be saying that there's a morality that transcends rules and society pressure. Whether or something's legal or not doesn't mean that you have to do it because it's legal, and it doesn't mean you don't... Yeah? Is that the one you meant?
That's what I meant. There was a bit of trouble in our yard the other day.
Right.
Between, a wasp and a cricket.
No, the thing is there any point to this at all, or are you just going to tell us you saw?
Are you going to extrapolate some analogy from this?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
let's see.
So there's a wasp.
Yeah, well, so look at the whole scenario. It's the whole scenario, right?
As you said, sorry, just to clarify, as you said, it was kicking off.
Right, okay.
Whole scenario.
So you're looking out your window.
No, I'm in the kitchen by the sink.
Yeah.
Washing up. We've got a new sink. We've got a dishwasher as well. But I said, well, I'll use a sink. We've paid for it. Let's give it a go.
So you're like a Luddite threatened by the technology. You're thinking your worth will be taken away. Your reason in the world will be taken away by the dishwasher. So you're like, no, Suzanne, we've got a dishwasher, but I am going to carry on. You're going to need me. I want to show I'm needed.
I wanted to use it. It's like, I don't understand it if someone's got a really nice car but they have a chauffeur. Drive it. It's yours. Enjoy it. Enjoy your car.
Well, I
feel a gear change. Yeah, but you don't drive.
No, I know.
Yeah, so that's alright. But what I'm saying is, I've got a sink, I've got a dishwasher. What am I doing? If I put the dishwasher on, what am I going to do? I'm just going to sit down and do nothing. Probably. Wash up then. Do something useful. I do a better job than the machine does.
Well, get rid of the machine altogether then?
No, because sometimes I might want to go for a walk or something.
Well, why don't you go for a walk all the time? It's good for you.
I'd had a walk in the morning. Anyway, so, I'm washing up.
That was all the prelude to the wasp and the cricket story. It better be fucking good to top that.
His life's so complicated. For a man who does nothing at all, right, his life is so complicated.
No, because it's the same thing. The kitchen's failing you.
Alright, you're washing up for Christ's sake.
You're using a new sink, the dishwasher's there, it's not doing anything, it's not even plugged in, it's pointless. What's going on?
I'm washing up the few plates.
Right.
The kitchen door's open.
Right.
Suzanne says, oh my god, look at that.
What?
There's a wasp and a cricket having a wrestle. I've never seen it before.
Wait! Are you sure this wasn't Mexican television and it actually was a sporting
Two people
event?
dressed up.
Yeah.
So they're there, wrestling. And I was like, well, stop them then. So
Stop! Whoa! You don't interfere with fucking Rosa Parks. Why are you interfering with a wasp and a cricket?
Because one, I didn't even know they didn't get on, to be honest.
So this is much bigger metaphor than black and white.
Because listen,
this is more important than apartheid and segregation.
Because I didn't even know they didn't get on, to be honest. Because they were sort of wrestling. I said, and my hands were wet, so I couldn't do anything. I always overdo it with the fairy liquid.
Yeah, sure.
So she's there. I say, separate them.
Poor Suzanne.
Now, so she uses a tea towel, flicks them.
Clever. Good thinking.
The wasp goes its own way. The cricket's sort of jumping about a bit.
But who was fighting who?
So I'm sort of saying that is really weird, because wasps are changing quicker than anything else that I keep my eye on.
Okay, well that's just your theory and it's not based on anything.
Well, I told you a couple of years back I saw one eating chicken. They shouldn't be doing it. So anyway, so now they're causing trouble with a cricket.
Whoa, how do you know it was the wasp's fault? This is prejudice. Why do you think it was the wasp's fault? What if the cricket would have started it? What if the cricket's got a society that go, we hate wasps, we hate their stripes. We hate them. If they come here, fight them. If everyone comes down here, fight them. How do you know it wasn't the cricket that started that?
Well, I suppose at that time I didn't, but since...
subsequent information's come
okay,
through.
Sorry.
Okay,
so anyway...
Like Columbo, isn't it?
So I saw all that, we broke it up, the cricket was sort of shaking a bit.
Definitely not! Definitely not!
It was shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
So I sort of prodded it, put a little leaf over it because it was a hot day. Thought I'd put a leaf there so it doesn't get overheated.
I love
I'll
this,
keep an eye
like
on
it's
it.
done the marathon. It's got it's got Mars on the leaf, written on the leaf, and now it's just walking over the little medal.
So Suzanne, I'd leave it for a bit.
Leave
get
it.
on.
What did
about
you say?
half an hour, about left it for half an hour.
What did Suzanne want to do? She wanted to interfere, did she? What did she want to do? Just sort of like...
No, she just sort of said leave it, stop messing with it. It's probably a little bit knocked out, a little bit stunned.
Sure, let's get on with our lives, she said. Yeah.
So I put the leaf on it.
You've gotten too much fairy liquid. Why don't we use the dishwasher?
We go.
Cost us £400, you dirty bald cunt.
So we go off, and half an hour later I get back in and I said I'm going to go and see the
Where'd you
cricket.
go? Where did you go?
Just for a walk.
But hold on, why didn't you put the dish in the dishwasher and go for a walk? I don't understand. So now now as a dishwasher sitting there bone idle, you're washing up when you could be walking, and then you're still
Well, it's
walking.
a good job I didn't go for a walk though, wasn't it? Because how would that have turned out?
That fight.
I don't know.
There would have just been a pool of blood on your back door.
So I've been out, back in, have a look. Cricket's still there. Noticed one of its legs gone.
Oh.
Don't know if the wasp did that, or the tea towel flick.
Or it was already disabled, and that's why the wasp thought this is an easy one. What if the wasp was helping it?
It wasn't, no, honestly.
But what
it was
excuse
such a
me, Mr.
commotion.
Wasp, because we're such friends and humans don't understand us, and anyone interfered would definitely don't understand us, right? He's not an entomologist, right?
Well, this is when I got the computer out.
Right.
Had a look. And it's a, what was it called?
Brilliant.
Oh, I can't remember. What happened is, the wasp apparently does this a lot. And it stings him in the head.
Right, not this particular. There wasn't like a little profile of this particular wasp.
Yeah.
Kind of
It's just an incident that happens a lot between wasps and crickets.
Right.
So it stung it in the head, and what happens is, it's that whole thing that we've talked about before, where it lays an egg.
Right.
So I was sort of having a look, seeing if I could see any sort of holes in its head, and it just kept sort of moving its one leg, like, oh, I can't handle this. So
What do you mean it's moving its one leg?
it was sort of just moving its one leg quite slowly, like it's just come
It's only
out
got
from
one
an
leg, but
operation.
it's lost one leg, you said?
Yeah, it's lost one.
Yeah, it's moving 5 legs slowly.
No, it's just it's one big one.
We've got one big leg.
One big leg at the back now. It's normally got 2 that it uses to jump.
Oh, I see. So, okay.
So it's now it's
Right.
only got 1. It's sort of like, oh, it looks groggy.
Is it not a grasshopper if it's jump? Is it not? What colour was it? Is it like?
Sort of beige.
Oh, it's probably a cricket. Yeah,
So anyway,
it's important.
So you were worried that crickets aren't aware of the dangers of wasps. You did a bit of leafleting amongst the cricketing community.
I just had a look online and saw that, it's a popular thing that happens. It's sort of like a bit of a mugging. He said you can leave them for about half an hour. They normally come round and they don't know they've had an egg put in their head. But
There's no way it said leave them for half an hour and they come round, they don't have an egg. But there's no way it said
Well, he
that.
said they're normally stunned for about half hour.
Have you had an egg put in your head?
Fucking ostrich egg, by the look of it, it's coming out the top.
So anyway, I picked it up, I placed it under a little tree. I said it's in the shade again. No wasps can see it there. Let's just leave it.
But you've just left that cricket to now die in agony when that maggot goes round his head and comes out a wasp and leaves the carcass.
Well, this is when Suzanne came up and said it wasn't moving. I sorted it.
What do you mean?
sorted it.
She sorted it.
What do you
You
want
wanna
to
say
do? What
anything
do you mean?
Well, I said, what do you mean you sorted it? She said,
Read
it's
between
best
the
that I
lines.
don't tell you.
What, sorry,
I've done.
sorry.
She said she sorted it.
Wait. Do you think that we're in the mafia and we're being wiretapped? Say what happened.
No, well, she just said she sorted it, and I said, what, sorted what? Because I'd forgotten about it at that point, I was painting. And she
Right.
said the cricket.
Right, what do you think she meant by sorted it?
Well, by the look on her face, the way she said it, I've known her for long enough, so I know that she meant it's not good news.
Yeah, so what happened?
So from that, I took for granted she means
Say it!
I've stopped it being, it's no longer in misery.
So what do you mean?
What?
What did she do?
She crushed its head. Because she said it was
What,
moving about
specifically just the head? She just crushed the head.
with a stone.
She got a tiny head-shaped stone and
Squashed it. Because that's where all the action is, isn't it? So she said it was too cruel watching it, sort of shaking about with its one leg and stuff. You had to kill it.
I imagine I had this vision that one day Suzanne just having to say to his parents,
I sorted it.
I sorted it. I had to put him out of his misery.
What?
I just couldn't bear to see the
You don't
twitching
like to know,
anymore.
do you?
I know you didn't like to know, but
Yeah.
I just took a rock.
Yeah, and just squashed its head. What was in it? There was nothing in it. It just caved in.
Was there an egg in it from a
No.
From a
No,
wasp?
it was like you know when you will get a blown egg and then you crush it and there was nothing. Nothing in it at all.
But I just think he seems happier. I'm certainly happier.
I was happier because I'm much happier because he's sort of he's more sensible without the head.
Yeah, we're still happy together, but now we use the dishwasher instead of him washing it up.
Yeah.
When we've already got one that costs £400. What metaphor are you taking from this?
Just the way...
Yeah, so that's at the beginning. There was going to be a point you were going to extrapolate for this, like a fable. So what did you learn from that?
I thought I was doing right at the time. And
Well, that's it,
that's
isn't it?
important, isn't it?
And is it objective or subjective? You know, one person's evil is another person's good. Some people think abortion is the worst thing you could do. Others think it's a woman's right, and it's a kindness. Some people think that you should never kill under any circumstances. Other people say that some killing is morally right. Again, should an action be judged on its intent or its result? If someone said to you, oh, I thought I was doing a good thing. But, you know, they opened the windows and your cat fell out. They thought they didn't even know you had a cat.
Did they knock it, though? Or did it just jump out?
It just jumped out.
Well, I'd say it's not my fault. Your cat's daft.
No.
It was hot in here.
Right.
I've opened the window.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting the blame for that.
No, that wasn't my point, was it? That if you open the window, right, and they come home and you go, oh my god, the cat jumped out and killed itself. You go, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I opened the window because I wanted to let some air in. I was doing a good thing.
So did I know it jumped out?
No. No.
I'd probably say, you sure that you didn't do that before I got here this morning? Did you have the window open?
Right.
I don't think looks like it's been there a while.
So
That's a bit
already,
hard.
you instantly don't want to be culpable for your own actions.
I mean, it is
Hang
your
on a
fault.
minute, it wasn't me who did it.
It is your fault the cat's dead.
yeah, it's an accident, but nevertheless, it's still your
No,
fault.
if it's definitely me, yeah, I'd say, yeah, it jumped out. I opened the window because it was hot in here. The cat jumped out, it's dead. Let's go and get another one.
Right.
I wouldn't worry that much about a cat.
Right, but what if it was a baby?
Well, it's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ability to fly, X-ray vision, or super hearing. Tricky one, that, isn't it? I wouldn't have super hearing. My ears are well sensitive as it is. They hear the slightest thing and that's it. It drives me up the wall. If anything, I'd prefer worse hearing. Yeah, so I wouldn't have that. X-ray vision, I don't see the point. I've never sort of looked at something and thought, I'd love to know what's in that. Mainly because most of the time there's nothing in stuff these days, is there? I tell you what, I smashed up a telly once, part of the programme on the Moaning of Life. It was a thing in Dallas where they smashed stuff up to get rid of frustration. And there was a telly that I smashed up. There's nothing in it. It's just like an empty box. I remember when I was a kid and TV Terry used to come round. It was my dad's mate who used to fix tellies. You'd take the back off and there was loads in there. It was like another world going on. Really interesting. Now it's just, I don't know what we're paying for. Just an empty plastic box. So X-ray vision these days, I think nothing contains anything when you think about it. We live in a world now where everything is nothing. Downloading. What is it? Where is it? So you can't see that. And we've got X-ray machines anyway, if you want to, have a look at how your lungs are or whatever. That's the thing, innit? You'd be hassled. I've always thought that with superpowers. You'd have people stopping you all the time going, I've got a cough, you look at my lungs, have I got bronchitis and all that. So I wouldn't have X-ray vision. And flying, it's the one that everybody wants to pick. But again, I can just imagine being hassled. I already sort of have to drive Suzanne about because she doesn't like driving. So I can imagine people sort of going, Karl, give us a lift. Traffic's bad. And I jump on your back and you whiz us into town. So there'd be no... I don't think I'd have any of them. I've sometimes wondered about, how flying would be handy if you're in a building, there's a fire or something, you can jump out and fly. But then would it just be, enough to have, almost like a chicken has wings? Do you know what I mean? A chicken can't fly, it flaps about all over the shop, but it's enough to save it if it fell off a ledge. So I wonder if that's the sort of flight I'd have. The sort of flight that nobody would be hassling me to give them a lift anywhere, but if I fell off a bridge, I'd have enough flapping power just to sort of flap my way down. So I'd have that as if out of that three, I'd go with ability to fly, but like a chicken.
What superpower would you like then?
I came up with one. I'd be bullshit man. There's so many meetings going on where people are bullshitting. I'd just like to walk in, I wouldn't need a special costume, just dress like this. And I'd fly in, I'd go bullshit. You're talking bullshit, and they'd go, oh, it's bullshit man. And I go, yeah, it is bullshit man. You're talking bullshit. And eventually, people would stop talking shit.
That could take off. I quite like... I know you said you didn't want a costume, but if I could get a little costume for you, what colour would it be?
I don't need a costume.
No, but you don't need it, but if I got one for you, what would it have?
No, I don't need all that, because that's just wasting time.
That's more bullshit.
How do we know you're bullshit? How do we know you're bullshit, man?
Because I flew in.
So you can fly. So your superpower is saying bullshit, but you can also fly.
Yeah, but also people know if I've said it's bullshit, they know they were talking bullshit.
Yeah, but wait.
That's my superpower.
No, your superpower is surely flying as well. You didn't.
We could all say bullshit.
No, the flying is necessary because of the amount of bullshit that's going on.
But if
in
you
the
could
world.
fly.
But if I can't fly, how am I going to get around? There's loads of bullshit. What are you going to do? Keep jumping in a cab?
No way.
I'm going to be busy all day.
I haven't invented this. It's not my fault you can or can't fly.
No,
calm down.
I know, but I'm saying if it was my superpower, I'd want to fly in.
Yes, my point.
And I don't want a costume because I'd be constantly wearing that costume because of the amount of bullshit that's being said.
Yes, I understand that. So your point is this: everyone can tell bullshit, but you need to fly to get there quick and get it out in the open.
Can it quick?
Yeah.
Someone starts spouting
How
the
can
bullshit.
you hear them? So you can also be super hearing as well. Yeah. So you can. Hold on. So wait a minute. Right. Can you see where they are, or can you just?
I'm just hearing it.
So if there was a meeting, right, going on in Leeds now, and there was a bloke going, well, if you invest in this company, if you give me 1 million, I can guarantee you will make an extra $1 million by the year, and I will double. I will double your investment in 1 year. What?
Bullshit. That's how it would work.
You can see how...
I know, because honestly, that's years and years of people spouting it.
Yeah.
Meetings, ever since being neck-high. It's like, that's all you ever hear.
OK, but how would
Even
you
programmes in
So
X Factor. Honestly, X Factor will keep me busy.
OK,
Just the amount of shite that is being told to people in that, and all that crying, that'd be the next one. I don't know what I'd call it. That thing when girls do that now, I don't know where that's come from. When they're getting a tear coming on, they go like that. I want to fly. Fucking stop doing that.
OK, what do you make of the police protesting to Parliament over reforms?
That's not the band. Before you say.
Right, what's all that about?
OK, well, the police have had various kind of gripes and grumbles which they've taken to Parliament, try and get them sorted.
Like what?
Well, it could take ages, basically.
They don't like the pointy helmets anymore.
Yeah.
They want flat caps.
They feel that their powers are restricted. They get a lot of bad press. They're not being paid well. They're under resourced.
They actually demonstrated, didn't they, outside?
I think they may have done, yeah.
Well, at least they're doing something about it instead of just sitting there moaning. You know what I mean? They're going to the top, trying to sort it out.
Yeah.
I admire that.
Yeah.
What do you think of the police generally? Are they doing a good job?
They've woke me up a couple of times at about 4 in the morning when I was a kid.
Right, was that because they were looking for your brother in his tank?
Yeah! Did a Sherman tank just come through here?
Yeah.
No, my mates nicked cars and gave my name and all that.
Right. Were they friends of yours?
Right. Yeah.
Have you ever read the White Van Man column in The Sun, Karl?
I've seen it,
Are you familiar with this? This is where every day in The Sun they interview a guy who drives a white van, just, in order to get the kind of voice of the man on the street in the paper. And he has to answer, or just give his opinions, really, on events that have made the news each week. Just thought we could maybe throw some of these at you, Karl.
Go on.
Because we know to see what your views are.
Yeah.
So, just the first thing that comes to your mind, the sort of your initial reaction to each of these.
Top all these, but you don't need to know about them. It's just your philosophy on it.
Yeah,
so
just your views.
Yeah.
I have had a few days off this week, remember, so I don't know what's going on in the world.
Yeah, you stayed in London, though, didn't you?
You didn't bury yourself, did you?
I normally see the news, but I didn't this week.
Okay. So, what was your view on Will Young beating Gareth Gates in the final of Pop Idol?
Don't like him. You know what I was thinking about when I was watching it all the way through?
Yeah.
How he looks like he's got a wire coat hanger in his gob. That sort of...
Right.
Again, it's radio, Karl.
Radio.
It's a great face.
The funny face you're pulling doesn't really translate.
and, a radio.
And that's a problem for you, is it?
And just the way he's from a really rich family. I opened up the paper on the Monday or something, and it had like how he went to a posh school and he's got loads of money already.
Yeah.
It's just a bit...
Okay. Right, now, what's the second question?
There have been huge rises in street crime, especially muggings and carjackings. What's your view there?
More youth clubs are needed, aren't there?
You think more youth clubs?
I like that.
No? Okay.
No, I like that because it's so 1950s.
Yeah,
it's sort of like you want a bobby on the beat that'll clip you around the ear.
So once they've come out of national service...
Yeah! No, I love that. And if you find someone smoking a wood bomb, you make them smoke 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is great. That is great.
Did you used to go to youth clubs?
Yeah.
And they kept you out of trouble?
You used to get into a fight afterwards when you came out.
But for the sort of hour and a half you were there?
You had a bit of pool and some boxing and a bit of pop.
Yeah.
So more youth clubs, that's good.
I love him. I love him. If you're at home, just make notes, because this is brilliant stuff. Honestly, you won't hear more honest, from the heart stuff than this. This is great.
They've sent me to a prison for a massage. These are massive. What sort of massage is it? Why do they need that access? Why do you need your arse doing?
You don't get stress in your arse, do you?
When you know they're in prison, you do want to know a little bit more detail, really. Just little things. How long have they been in? You know? Did anyone die? Did you do it on purpose? And that's 3 fair questions, isn't it?
You see, this is why she shouldn't be doing it. I don't know what she's in here for. Oh, fuck's sake. How come he's not getting this? Oh.
Cheers. Anyone's watching this and they want to work in the beauty business and they're thinking, oh, I want to do massages and all that business. I'll go and whack someone on the head with a hammer. It doesn't send out the right signal. She dropped a bollock. She messed up in her life. Got to pay for it. You can't stay Jack the Ripper. What do you want to do? Make some muffins? Go on then, open a bakery. You've got a killer on the loose who's going, oh, I'd love to rub people's necks. Get out. And he said, why don't you come round to the office? So I said, what for? Because meetings with him are never proper meetings. Like I say, it's almost like I feel like his personal trainer. It's kind of, let's have a wrestle. So he called up and he said, come round. I was like, what for? What are we going to do? And he said, oh, we can have a meeting. And I thought, oh. Went along, and his office is in a really nice part of, like, North London. Dead quiet, trees and stuff, really peaceful. Considering it's London, it's nice. And I'm walking down this little alleyway to his office, and he, stop, this is the round head police. Your head is too round, right? And this is, like, this really loud, to the point of, I was like, how's he managed that? And he'd fold up a piece of card and made like a megaphone. And people were coming out of offices and stuff, and road workers were stopping the work going, like, what's that? And that's all he wanted me around for. When I got in, I said, what are we doing? He said, no, I just wanted to do that.
In ancient Greece, every year, 500 people would be selected from that Grecian society, and they would have to sit there that year, and they would propose laws, and everyone else would vote on them. And that was their obligation. They were obliged to be one of that 500, if they'd be like jury duty, called up, and then they had to propose their ideas, and then the rest of the citizens voted on it. Now, if you're in that position, all right, you're called up, what rules and laws are you instigating?
You might go, right, I want an egalitarian society. I want freedom for people. I don't want slavery. I don't want any sort of oppression. Would that be high on your list?
Well, you could say, you know, when I worked at Cordon Bleu, there was times when I thought, being treated like a slave here.
You weren't though, because you were being paid and you were free. So.
What do you mean? I wasn't free. I was on, like, from 9 till 6.
Yeah, you had the choice to leave the job. Slaves didn't have a choice to leave. They wouldn't go. They go,
I didn't have any
actually,
choice.
Actually, Mr. Jackson, I'm thinking of leaving your employment.
No,
the money's no good, and I don't like the dwellings.
No.
They didn't have that choice.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, you did.
The only other choice was Tesco, and they'd already turned me down.
No, that's not. That wasn't
no choice.
That wasn't the lack of choice given to most slaves.
But the slaves who built the pyramids, that wasn't an option for them. It wasn't like they could go and, well, I could get a better gig on the Sphinx.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, you're not saying anything. You're saying absolute drivel again.
Here's a little Greek proverb for you. A society grows great when old men plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit in.
What do you think of that? That's amazing.
Can you say it again?
Say it again.
A society grows great when old men plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit in. Do you understand?
Yeah, just saying, they're planting a seed, they grow a tree, but trees take ages.
Yeah.
It takes a long time.
Yeah.
That old fella's not going to get any joy out of that.
Right.
But, if he's lucky,
yeah,
the fella next door might have done the same years ago. So it's all about, sort of, planting a seed, looking after each other.
That's great, actually. It's not, I don't think it's directly what it means.
It's almost the point.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. I think he means that future generations. But yeah, if the next door neighbour had done that, then yeah, that works as well.
But you seem to agree that that's a good point. Do you agree that seems a good point to you?
But I'm sort of guessing he enjoyed gardening anyway. Part of the enjoyment was in planting that seed.
It's the old metaphor problem again, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
It's not specifically about trees. You know, you plant the tree, as you say, and you may never see the beauty of or the benefit of that tree, but other people will.
But as a metaphor, what he enjoyed is the fact that he's added to society and human life, and he's got a legacy and all that.
But by the same time, when I went to Ibiza, right, Now there, they have motorbikes, people flying round on them, people don't wear helmets. You might even get 3 people on a moped. I saw a farmer with a goat in a basket. They don't care. They're whizzing around at high speeds. A lot of deaths there.
Yeah.
And they'll have a lot of those areas where someone's come off, been killed, people put flowers there.
Yeah.
And because that happens a lot, it's a lovely green island. Now here, we're saying wear an helmet.
You're saying that all the deaths make it nice because there's flowers.
It makes it lovely.
Because there's loads of flowers everywhere.
So with death comes beauty. So that's another metaphor, you can have that one.
That was one of the most tortuous things I've ever... That was extraordinary.
But look at London.
That was extraordinary, Karl.
Right, Karl.
Well, look at London, though. Let me finish my point.
Let him finish his point. I'm intrigued.
Right, London, councillor with his clipboard. Need a speed bump here. I saw someone doing 35. Put some traffic lights there and a pedestrian crossing. Pelican crossing there as well. And a speed camera.
Right.
Horrible and grey.
Okay.
No flowers.
But you still see flowers left behind where people have died in terrible accidents.
They're not very good ones. They're stuck to a lamppost with elastic band round them. They don't look nice.
He's knows the quality of flowers. Yeah, but the point is
Some 15-year-old got run down and you're disappointed at the quality of the flowers.
Look at this, Suzanne. Fella lost his head here. Geraniums? Fella lost bloody head.
Well, so
we have to encourage gun crime so that people will get shot in inner cities and then we can put flowers up and beautify the area. Is that what you're saying?
If an area's nicer to look in, nicer to be in, if it's nicer looking, you don't get people speeding around like lunatics. Because they go, I'm not in a rush, I'd quite like to slow down
this
there and
is
look
so
at the flowers.
complicated. So now what you're saying is because an area is grey and gloomy, people speed around to get out of it. In the course of doing that, they knock people down, but then flowers are put up, which then makes the area beautiful, thus stopping people driving around at speed so death no longer occurs.
Well, they're cute to getting out of their cars to put down flowers. And
they get knocked down.
Yeah.
By other people on their way to put some flowers down.
Yeah.
Just sometimes people have to die, don't they? There was a fella outside our house who hit a lamppost. He had a helmet on, but his head come off.
You made me laugh at a man's head coming up because the way you said it.
But that's the thing.
he had a, oh God! There's a man who's died in a house. He had a lamppost, he had a helmet on, but his head come off.
So you're saying that because in that one instance, the helmet did not save his life.
His head was in great condition. It's just not attached to his body. And that's what I'm saying to you. Sometimes people have to die. How far do you take all this stuff of you know, safety gear and slowing down and wear bright clothes at night? And it's just too much.
Very important point, you see. We give people crash helmets. We give them, you know, seat belts. We make them wear that, right? Do you think that's right for a start? Do you think someone should be made to wear a crash helmet? They're only hurting themselves.
Crash helmet. I don't think you should get fined for not wearing one. But then if you come off a motorbike and you hurt your head and you didn't have a helmet on, then you can't sort of go, well, they should have had speed bumps there. I didn't realise we were going too fast.
Don't forget, we're not just protecting him. He could be a father with 2 kids. So you're going, oh, let him, if he doesn't want to wear a crash helmet, let him get brain damage. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, we're over the top in this country.
No, but
you're saying,
if you're saying no, if he doesn't want to wear a crash helmet, let him not wear a crash helmet. He doesn't wear a crash helmet. He comes off his bike. He smacks his head in. He's a vegetable. He's like that, sitting at home like that. And yet the 2 little kids come to you. You're in charge. Don't forget. We put you in charge of society here. And they come to you. 2 little kids. They go, President Pilkington.
What?
Why did you let my daddy not wear the crash helmet?
I didn't. We paid, we put leaflets through the door. We had adverts on the telly, Sunshine.
Yeah, but why?
It's your dad's fault.
But why wasn't it compulsory? Because he wanted...
It's not the world we live in, Sonny.
Yeah, now I haven't got a daddy.
Has he got an helmet at all? Have you seen an helmet knocking about?
No, he's a vegetable now. Yeah, he didn't want to wear a crash helmet, but why didn't you make him wear a crash helmet? It wasn't just him, it was us. Why did you turn my daddy into a vegetable?
Where's your mum?
Mum left when he kept going on about not wearing a crash helmet.
We'll put you in a home. I just think, see, this is the problem. Everyone's looking for someone to blame.
Yes, but this is interesting though because you were particularly callous to that little 4-year-old boy who seemed so sweet and adorable.
Yeah.
But why wasn't he giving this stick to his dad?
Well, his dad's dead, he's a vegetable.
He's dead, yeah.
He's good as dead to him.
His dad went within the law. It was not the law to wear a crash helmet anymore, because you said, forget it, I don't want a nanny state. I don't want... If you wear a crash helmet or not. He wasn't a responsible parent. He hadn't thought it through. But this is your job. Some people aren't responsible. Society keeps them on track. This was you were in charge. You should have made him wear a crash helmet. He had 2 kids.
We've heard from one of the kids. What's the other one's attitude? Is he younger?
He's a bit younger.
Is he even younger still?
Yeah.
President Pilkington. My brother's crying now because you shouted at him. I wish you'd have made my daddy wear a crash helmet.
Why didn't you make your daddy wear a crash helmet?
Well, he won't listen to me because I'm not in charge.
He didn't listen to me.
Yeah,
He seems like a bit of a numbnut, to be
no, he
honest.
did listen to you.
What did he
because
do
you made
for a
a new
living?
rule saying people don't have to wear crash helmets.
Right.
And he listened to you.
Did he pop shoes on in the morning when he went out? Or did I need to be here to tell him to do that as well?
No, there's certain
Oh,
things
so he
that
has got
just-
some common sense then?
Well, there's enough, yeah.
Oh, right, interesting. So he can be bothered with his trainers, but he can be bothered with helmet.
I haven't got a daddy.
Jesus.
Wow, you are cruel to this kid. You
It's
are
just,
mean
this,
spirit
all
to
I'm
this
saying
kid.
is, there should be a leaflet.
I don't even know how he got in number 10, this little kid.
The thing is...
But he's got in, you should have at least the courtesy to listen to his point.
Forget all, I'm sick and tired of having adverts on the telly. Don't smoke, wear an helmet, slow down, watch your kidneys, look after your
I
liver.
haven't seen that one.
No, I don't know why. Why can't they just put a leaflet through saying, hello everyone, use your common sense?
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
because-
That's what I take
Because
out
some
as
people
president.
don't have common sense.
Everyone's
Some
got
people
common
are
sense.
fucking idiots.
Well,
mate.
it's not my fault
That's
then.
why there's, that's
Not
why
my
there is
fault.
a government. If we let people, they'd be fucking idiots. They'd be eating turkey Twizzlers and fucking watching Big Brother and X Factor
But they
all
are
day.
doing. They are
and they're
doing.
letting their kids run riot in
But
the
they
street.
are doing. Some families do just eat turkey Twizzlers.
Yeah.
There is little knobheads on bikes playing out till God knows what
Exactly.
hour. So it's happening anyway.
But
Yeah,
then-
but that's no argument, is it? It's happening anyway. That's no argument, Karl. It's what we've talked about here. Social responsibility. The reason people get into politics is because they feel it's their obligation to change those things. This is your approach. I wash my hands of the whole affair.
Yeah, I'd hope that the people who don't wear an helmet sort of they do themselves in, and that's cleared them off. That's one problem sorted.
So you think you're being Darwinian? You're thinking survival of the fittest. The idiots will soon, but they don't, because they're not just the victims. The dead person isn't the victim. It's the a very good example is okay, we've talked about it before. People who smoke know that it's dangerous. We know now that smoking gives you cancer, but why is that still legal? And yet people know that and they still smoke. Fat people know that they're going to get out of breath and clammy, and yet they still eat more. They get depressed, they're eating more. They know that they're going to be constipated for a year and a half, but they're still shoving in chocolate cake instead of carrots.
But because that's what I'm saying.
Why don't we stop them? Why don't we stop fat people eating? If you've got a smackhead and you really love him, you intervene, you grab him, you put him in a cupboard, you go, you're not coming out. He goes mad for about a year, then he thanks you for it.
Yeah.
So lock fat people in a cupboard. And just
can't
put
get 'em
carrots
in.
under the door. What?
The thing is, there's got to be some
Karl,
responsibility.
grab Ricky. There's a cupboard over there.
You've got to take some responsibility, haven't you? Now, if it's your own fat kid, stick him in your cupboard. But what I'm saying is, as a counsellor, I'm not spending taxpayers' money on cupboards to put the fat kid in.
So, back at the Chosen 500 in ancient Greece, right, you're one of them. What other things?
I like that saying, the one about do to others as you'd like to be treated yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Pop that on a leaflet, pop it through the door.
But you seem to be doing a lot of leafleting. That seems to be your entire governance seems to be guided by popping leaflets through doors. And I get a lot of leaflets, so I'm presuming the rest of the country does, and it's not always working. So maybe sometimes you've got to instigate something a little bit more strong-minded than fucking leaflets, my friend. Maybe you've got to make a couple of laws. You've got to stand
every
up.
individual can go, how would I want to be treated? Well, I'd want someone to throw cake at me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a greedy bastard.
I would want someone to steal my telly.
I'd probably start on the way you look.
Right, go on.
I'd just say, right, make an effort, tidy up your house, and I'd have some sort of.
I'm poor.
It doesn't matter. You can still tidy up.
Can we get better houses then? Because
well, look after the one that we've let you.
Yeah,
Get
it's
rid
fallen
of that
down.
old mattress that's in your garden there. Clean the windows, and then we might give you a nicer one. At the moment, you don't deserve anything nicer. And that's what I'm saying. You've got to be honest with these people. Wake them up.
I like that.
Sure, you've got to be honest with them, you've got to wake them up through the heavy leafleting campaign.
Yeah.
But do you see the problem with some of what you're saying, Karl, is that it's very hard to is to enforce that in law, because it seems unjust and unfair. You can't really start legislating against people's looks or whether they want. I mean, you have to keep your house tidy. I mean, who decides how tidy it has to be? It's the tidy police. I mean, that's a strange.
Well, hold on though. I like wearing sort of these denims. It expresses who I am, and I like wearing a beard because I just think it's natural. I don't really like shaving, and I like this sort of smell. I like this smell of BO. That's who I am as a person. So how can you impose that on me just to be part of society? Who are you to infringe my rights as an individual?
What do you want out of life?
Well, no, I think I just like to say I don't want to conform. I don't want to just shave and wear a suit, and I keep myself to myself, and I like to just grow a beard and eat porridge with my hands. I'm not hurting anyone, so I don't know why I have to conform to that society.
Well, there's nothing I can do for you. You're wasting my time, really.
Although I do feel ill, I need to go to hospital now. So I'm gonna go to hospital now if that's all right. Is there care for me?
Well, what's up with you?
I've got diseases from eating with my hands, and there's things growing in my beard.
Right.
So we clean that up for me now.
No, because it's all been brought on yourself.
Well, no, but that's irrelevant. A lot of people bring things on themselves, but you can't just ignore them because it's just part of it's a bad society.
So how do they learn then?
I don't know why I'm being punished for being stupid.
How do they learn then? Well, I don't understand why I've got to worry about you.
I've got
proper ill people.
Well,
we had a kid whinging at me this morning because his dad was a Mong.
Obviously in China, you can only have one child, can't you? Is that something you feel we should bring in here?
Yeah, I think we've got to, I don't know about one kid. I just sort of concentrate on who can have a kid.
Okay.
As opposed to, if someone's got a load of money and they're good at looking after kids, let Madonna have as many as she wants. But if it's someone who's...
So social engineering you want to do
Yeah, but hold on though.
Well, what use are they then? If you're bringing them into a poor family, what's the point? What good is that for anyone? It's not good for the people who've had the kids.
So who's deciding who's allowed to have how many kids? Are you deciding?
I was brought into the poor family, wasn't I?
What?
I was brought into a poor family.
Yeah, no, I'm talking really poor.
So, third world?
No.
What, poorer than that? Poorer than no money at all?
No, somewhere in the middle again. You've gone too far the other way.
Okay,
why has it always got to go the other way?
Cornwall.
I just mean like the people who I've told you about on the estate sometimes, who had that one who chased cars and stuff. He wasn't happy. They didn't care if he was there or not. What's the point?
Right, so hang on, so let's imagine that Ricky and I are husband and wife, we've come in, right? What's your questions to us to establish whether we are allowed to have a couple of kids?
Hello. Thanks for coming.
Me and my husband, we can't have children.
Why not?
Because he's got no sperm at all.
Okay.
He had one sperm and it was ridiculous, it was awful. It just came out like a dead anchovy.
Right,
and you're meant to have 300 million tiny ones, and he had one big one. It was horrible. I had to pull it out. It was like a leech, and also it was no. I haven't got a vagina, so there was no place
completely
to
smooth down there like an action man.
Yeah, it was just that. I don't know, but we love children, and we wondered if we could have a child.
What do you do for a living? What do you do? What's your work?
I'm a rapist.
Right.
And I dispose of the bodies.
Right. Fill out this form.
I should have clarified, a rapist murderer.
Yeah.
Fill out the form.
Yeah. He does it in the wrong order as well, I must say. So, no, number of times I've disposed of the body, said I hadn't made that one.
I know. Just wondered what else you need to know about us. Because even though
that was our little joke, by the way. He doesn't rape, and
I work in an office.
He works in an office in the town.
But
I'm a housewife.
She's a housewife.
I'm making a little nest for when we adopt a little child.
We don't earn a great deal of money, but we're good parents.
We're very good parents.
What's that based on?
Well, we're good people, I mean, aside from a few naughty jokes.
We're God-fearing people. We believe that God is watching all of us, and we believe in the Old Testament.
And sometimes he tells us to kill and rape.
Yeah, sometimes he does, yeah. Particularly, we've stoned a couple of homosexuals this week alone.
We're joking again.
We're joking again. We don't believe in God. We're from an atheist and believe that our time on earth is all we have, and then when we die we become worms meat.
Right. Well, you filled out.
But we've already painted the back bedroom. That's ready for the little child.
We painted it black.
Yeah.
Because we want our child to be a Satanist.
Right.
Joking again.
Little joke from us.
We want him to be an accountant.
Yeah.
Gay accountant.
Some would say the same thing. Only joking, of course.
I think there's too much in society where people are pressured to be heterosexual, so we're going to try and make ours a homosexual. So we don't care whether you get a homosexual or a heterosexual, but I tell you, by the time he's 14, he will be as queer as the Ace of Spades.
Right, so you filled out the form. Yeah, we'll pop that in, get it processed.
Right.
Okay, but what kind of questions are you going to ask us?
None really.
No.
It's just my job.
You're happy. You're
my
happy
job
with us.
to pass the forms on.
We've passed the interview.
Because that's the sort of world we live in now.
God. We don't want a child. We don't want a child, actually.
But do you know where we could buy a knife? And a sack?
Start with capital punishment. Do you believe in the death penalty?
Yeah, if they know for certain that.
Well, how do you know for certain?
If they say I did it.
Well, people have confessed before and been lying, haven't they, to get attention or something?
Why would you lie?
You might be protecting someone else. The love of a parent for their child who's committed a terrible crime might say I did it. There's loads of reasons. How can you kill someone? How can you make that a definitive ending when you can never know?
Because that person wouldn't do it again, because then they'd know, wouldn't they?
What?
Say if I did a murder.
Yeah.
You said, I'll take the rap for it.
Yeah.
Right? You go and get hung.
Yeah.
I can't do a murder again because they'll go, so it wasn't him.
Well, there's loads of reasons people. If you're mental, if you're a serial killer, you don't stop because you think you might get caught.
So what are you asking me?
I was asking you, do you believe in the death penalty?
No. Well, what do you want me to say? I don't know what the right answer is.
Well, it's what you think. We're having a discussion.
I said if they've done it and that, yeah, do them in, yeah.
Could you pull the rope? Could you release the guillotine?
Why am I getting involved in it?
Well, if you believe in it, surely if you believe in it, you should be able to stand by it.
Well, which one is it? Which one have I got to do? What button am I pressing?
Does it matter?
Well, yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Well, you wouldn't hang someone, but you'd...
So what do you do when you hang someone? You kick the stool away? What do you do?
Well, it probably is, I don't know, it's probably more sophisticated now. It used to be a trap door, didn't it?
So you just go like that. It's an easy gig. That's a job. That's someone's job.
Okay then, okay, we're not getting anywhere here. If you had to be killed, right, would you rather be hung, beheaded, burnt at the stake, or lethal injection?
Probably injection.
Definitely. So you just go to sleep. What if I tell you everything else is the same, but with a lethal injection, as he injects it, he just slips his finger up your arse for a laugh?
How would that happen? Is that in small print? Have they told me that before?
I'm just saying, would it make a difference if you're going to die anyway? So you just lay down like that, like, he just injects you and he goes, okay, just got...
But why is he doing that?
What?
Why is he doing that?
Just for a laugh, why not?
For a laugh?
Well, yeah, if he's killing you, if you're worthless to society, why doesn't he might as well put his finger up your arse? What's it up to? What's to you? It doesn't make any difference to you, does it? You're going to die in a minute.
And do I know he's going to do this?
Yeah,
I'm not happy.
So what is it then? Lethal injection with a finger up the arse? Hanging?
I'm not happy with the finger up the arse.
No, you're not! But surely you're not happy being put to death.
I'd just say, hang on a minute, why are you putting gloves on? Why are you getting that finger out to get my arse?
Maybe he doesn't put gloves on. Why does he put gloves on?
Well, I'm not happy with that.
But it's nothing to do with you, Karl.
Well, what do you have?
I'd have lethal injection without the finger up my arse. That's not your choice, though. You've done an awful crime.
I'm not having finger up the arse. Hang me then.
Well, you'd rather be hung than lethal injection with just popping a finger up your arse.
I don't want that. So
okay.
What my other option?
Have your head cut off.
You know about the are you still alive for about 30 seconds after you had your head cut off?
Wouldn't have thought so.
You see, this is, again, you believe the monkeys typing away.
Well, it's nerve reactions, isn't it? You're not alive as such.
Well, they got them to walk years ago, whenever they did the last sort of head chopped off thing. How long ago was that?
I don't know.
A few years ago, right? Yeah. And they said to him, right, you're going to die in that. You've come to terms with it. Yeah. Have a bit of fun, right?
Finger up the arse?
No. Going to do a white line on the pavement.
Bollocks. How could they tell him that's what they were going to do. So he was meant to what? Remember this and walk the white line without a fucking head.
Well, this is what they did.
Well, no.
They painted a white line, right?
Yeah.
He said to him, right, I'm going to cut your head off.
Yeah.
There's the line, have a look now. Right, so you know where it is.
Karl, think what you're saying. How is he going to remember it without a head?
No, you remember, you remember...
Where's the memory? Where's the memory? In his legs? Where do you think you store memory? In your fucking arms?
Yeah, but if you do it quick enough, if it's like, go, and you...
No, he's walking
there, and he's walking, and he walked...
No, it's bollocks, it's bollocks.
He did 35 steps.
Bollocks.
It's not bollocks, though.
Because how can the body remember what his head was told a few seconds ago? His head's now in a basket.
Yeah.
The body doesn't go, what was I meant to do? I know, I was meant to walk along.
Well, they did it was a test.
Well, no, it wouldn't happen. You're talking shit again.
Okay.
Believe in absolute bollocks.
So is you with the monkeys and the Shakespeare. That's what annoys me.
It's not about monkeys, is it? It's about random.
Yeah.
So you'd have lethal injection?
Lethal injection, yeah.
I think that is best. Now, big discussion about donor cards. Of course, there's no reason not to give your kidneys away after your death, to all your organs. They're no good to you, and you'll be helping life. It's perverse to me that you wouldn't want to donate your body to a worthy cause after your death. Medical research, whatever. You agree with that, don't you?
Well, you know how I feel about it a little bit. I don't like the idea of certain bits.
Why not? What does it matter?
Just because there's certain bits that are really personal to you, aren't they?
No, there's not. What bit is more personal than another bit to you?
Well, like I've said, my eyes. They're my eyes. They've seen stuff I like.
Yeah,
now, what happens if someone else has them, and they start looking at stuff I don't like? I don't like the idea of that.
But that's ridiculous, because your eyes they're just bits of tissue. Then they haven't got your
but we don't know, because they've found out there's something called cellular something or other that I've told you about the person who had some sort of operation and ended up like in Yellow Biscuits. I've told you about.
Yeah, but that's bollocks.
It's the same
you
thing
told
with
us
the
about
eyes.
it, but I dismissed it as bollocks immediately. Not just because you said it, because it was intrinsically bollocks.
No. But it could work the other way anyway, where the person who has my eyes starts, like, looking at ants and insects and stuff. I might carry on.
Bollocks. Again, this is all bollocks. Got none of your memories, none of your thoughts, none of your reasoning, nothing of you, none of your personality. They're just a collection of cells that now have light going through them and making this new person see. They're a lens. They're a lens. That's all they are. So there's no reason why, you know, this was the crazy thing, isn't it, when people started saying that they wanted their organs to go to a particular race of person, and obviously that's illegal. Also, it shouldn't be the choice, really. I think you should have that opting out, that you have to say that you don't want your organs given after, and if you die, then they assume that those organs are up for grabs, because there's a shortage. So what do you think of that?
Like I say, they can have certain bits. They're not having the eyes. I think that's fair.
What, can they have the cock and balls?
I'd prefer it if they didn't.
You're saying no one's going to have my eyes or my cock and bollocks.
What if the tables were turned?
Yeah.
What if someone said, Karl, you've lost your cock and bollocks in a terrible accident. It's alright, we put some flowers at the scene of it. It's brightened the area up. But, we've found a donor who's happy to give you his cock and bollocks.
He's dead, but his cock and bollocks we kept on ice.
Would you accept them?
They're absolutely lovely match.
Better than yours.
Yeah.
Bigger, younger.
Yeah, go on then, I'll have them.
You'd have
So you would you'd have someone else's cock and bollocks, but then you wouldn't donate yours to someone else.
What about this? What if you discovered later, right, that the person who donated the cock and bollocks, right, was a sex pervert? was a homosexual sex pervert?
I don't think, though, that I'd bother looking into the history of these cock and bollocks.
It's
not like, you know...
You'd accept them willy-nilly, but what if you just found out by chance?
That was his name. That was his name, willy-nilly. That was his stage name. And
What if you found out by chance?
How do I find out by chance? What's the scenario
They
there?
say, well, the doctor goes, I should tell you, and I know you believe in a load of shit about Yellow Biscuits and bollocks like that, so I'll just tell you, in case anything goes weird, this was a sex pervert's cock and bollocks, so if you find that you're sticking these through letterboxes, don't worry, it's not your fault. It's where they wanted to have gone. That's,
Would it concern you if you accepted the cock and bollocks that had a past like that?
Yeah, because the problem is, it wouldn't be that bad if I had his eyes.
Right.
Why?
because then I'm seeing what he wants to see, and
that doesn't make any sense at all, Karl.
But unfortunately,
it makes no sense at all.
The match is wrong. The eyes don't go with the cock and bollocks anymore.
I don't know.
So something's going to lose out here. Either the cock and bollocks, they're not going to get what they want anymore, or the eyes are going to be upset.
So are you scared of the idea, to go back to your yellow biscuit analogy, that the cock and bollocks you inherit, that whatever the previous owner did with them
lives on?
Bollocks.
That scares you, does it?
Okay, there's one final scenario here, Karl. Okay. You haven't opted out, so your organs go to where they like. Now, unbeknownst to you, there's a big waiting list. There's a thing. They've got all your details, and you said, yeah, whatever. I don't want to know. You wouldn't want to know, would you, after you die, where it goes? You say, I don't, because you've said you don't want to know. If you don't know, you have a lovely life. When you die, they can go anywhere. They can do what they will. Okay. Now, unbeknownst to you, they have got it down. They've donated your arse, right, for use to a gay rapist with AIDS. Okay. So they are saving a life there. So when you die, they go, right, it's still warm, get that gay rapist with AIDS round here, because that's going to stop him raping someone and give him AIDS. He comes round, he's straight up there. He's shagging you, right? You're basically saving a life, right? We'll let him do that, right?
Sorry, I'm confused here.
What?
Why is the gay rapist with AIDS got the arse?
He's still connected to Karl. They've donated the arse, so when Karl dies, the doctors go, right, we're going to stop a terrible thing here.
So the gay rapist can shag the arse?
Yeah, he shags Karl, gets out of his system and goes, phew, that stopped me.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. So
it's just Karl's disembodied arse on the.
No. It's the whole Karl.
Oh, but Karl's dead.
So Karl gets struck. He's having a heart attack. They go free, clear. They go, no, we've lost him. At turn 01, they go, oh, he's a arse donor. And they go, okay, where's the nearest gay rapist with AIDS live? Next door. Get him round here. They go, okay, the gay rapist comes round and goes, where is he? Right? He goes, there he is, right? So Karl is face down. Now they turn around, they go, there's the arse, you got 10 minutes, then we got to bury him.
I'm surprised you didn't know this guy was living next door.
Right. So, the gay rapist gets on top, he goes, right, this is lovely, right? He's loving it, he's shagging you up. Right, now, this is the weird thing. The doctors next door, they go, okay, the gay rapist will be finished soon, and then we have to bury him, but we should inform his next of kin. They go, oh, it's Suzanne. They go, your husband's, dead, he's out of touch. She goes, oh my god, come round and just identify the body. I'd leave it a couple of minutes, but, then come round. She goes, oh god, I'll be right there. So Suzanne's on her way. The gay rapist, right? He's pummeling you away, right? But you will not believe this.
Oh my god.
The movement and the way he's shagging you, right, has started your heart.
Wow.
Right?
This is a stroke of amazing good fortune.
Right? So you go, he goes, right? He, right, has a heart attack. Right? And he flops down on you. He just like headbutts the back of your head. So now, you're both naked, this gay rapist is up your arse, he's dead, right? The shock, so you go, fuck me, how can I get out of this, right? You wriggle, you fall onto the floor. So now, he's on the bottom, face up, you're on top of him, he's still in you. His cock is up your arse, you're sat on him, wriggling, Suzanne walks in, goes, Karl, what the fuck are you doing?
She's heard about me being dead, hasn't she? Because she's come to the hospital.
She goes, and they go, he's in there. And she goes, he's not dead, I can see him. They go, oh, it's been terrible. She bursts in, there you are, on top of him, wriggling to try and get his knob out your arse, right? You're sitting on a man who's dead. What do you say?
I'd just say we got to join Booper.
Karl, I'd like to ask you, if I may, stop twiddling that. Now, this is interesting, because you were fiddling with a bit of plastic there, and it was annoying me, and I know that a lot of things annoy Ricky, get very infuriating for him. Social etiquette. Now, that's a very, that's not obviously inscribed by law. These are just things which have built up in society. So, for instance, it's impolite to sneeze and then shake someone's hand.
Yeah.
It's...
or sneeze straight in their face and go, oh, sorry, I've got swine flu.
Now, those things are obviously good practice in terms of avoiding the spread of disease, so that makes sense. But other things are more
just might just be disgusting. If someone hasn't got a disease, I don't like to see someone sneeze on the pavement, or sniff, or scratch their arse.
So social etiquette, I mean, how do you decide... I mean, what prevents you from being truthful and honest at all times?
I don't know, there's something in you, and sometimes you can just pop it out, can't you? I've been in a situation when I've said stuff and I've thought, why did I say that?
Go on.
But it's not always... in the dentist. Last time I went to the dentist, I was sat in the reception bit. Big fat woman comes up the stairs. Massive she was. Had a right sweat on.
Right.
She gets there and...
out of breath.
Yeah, she was, again, you know, I mean, she was friendly, dead friendly, but kind of like, you know, leggings on, sort of, you know, shoes but not on properly. She was stood on the heel.
Yeah.
You know, like she couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
It's like greasy hair. And she went up and she's being all happy and everything. And I think that's what annoyed me. So when she sort of said, oh yeah, I've lost weight, she was talking to the woman behind the counter. And she sort of said, yeah, I find it really difficult, especially living where I live and having to come down this high street because there's so many cake shops and everything. And she sort of said, you know, today I've walked past, normally I always have a coffee and a donut, but today, you know, I didn't have a coffee and a donut. And I just said, why was it shut? Right?
No, you didn't.
I did, honestly. Honest to God, on my mum's life. I said, why was it shut? She said, oh,
Hold on, why did you butt in? She wasn't even talking
honestly,
to you.
I know, it's really, really weird. It's
Wait,
really
did you have
weird.
to shout across the dentist waiting room, or were you
No,
stood
it was
next
just,
to
it's a small waiting room, so you got the stairs, you go in, you've got about 4 chairs, and then this old desk, and I get on with the woman behind the counter, and I always sit close to it, and it was just me there, and I was talking to her about going to Corfu or something. She comes in sweating like some bison up the stairs, and she's there, and because she was showing off, it was like, well, you should have done it a long time ago. I think she annoyed me that she wanted some sort of pat on a big hefty fat back. That she hadn't bothered having a donut that day. Now, maybe it's the inner me that just came out, because I remember saying it and actually getting home saying to Suzanne, oh, I said this and I didn't even think I don't know
what
where
you mean, though. Sometimes you want to go around with people and they're going, I need, you want to put them down. You want to go, I'm starting out with you because you're going to go straight back to that. You can do this, that. You know, I know you've had a lot. Just inject them in the head. Absolutely pointless. Get rid of it. Yeah, I know what you mean. But talking about social etiquette, I was in flying to Edinburgh, and I was with Matt, my assistant, and there was a bloke on a mobile phone across the way. Right, he's going, yeah, I'm just going to get on the plane now. And he kept talking that loudly to people, right? And I was fuming. Then he stopped and made another call, and I was giving him dirty looks, and Matt was going, no, sit down, son. And then he was going, hiya, in the airport. And I shouted, he's in the airport. He didn't notice. I was shouting over. I was fuming, and Matt was just getting so embarrassed.
But they don't see it, though.
And people were looking at me like I was the mental case.
Yeah.
But it was so fucking loud, and I moved through to another place. But I wanted to get someone. I wanted to be policed. I want to go, right, there's a cunt over there swigging beer, thinks he's a fucking Gordon Gekko player, and he's not. He's some cunt who's got his first mobile phone. Right? But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is infringing. That's like passive smoking to me.
Yeah.
It annoys me when you hear these awful middle-class parents talking to their kid loudly enough to let everyone know what their kid knows. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They bring up conversations because they're showing off about the kid. Toby, what's that you were saying earlier about you preferred Beethoven to... Right, okay, if that kid talks about Beethoven and Chopin, right? Do you know what I mean, though? Yeah. It's like people showing off, thinking that the world is interested in everything they fucking say. That thing about everyone's got access, which is fine, but it's those fat fucking morons on docu-soaps that go, I speak as I fucking think, you useless fucking blob of shit.
Yes. Have an education, research, think, discuss, then offer your opinion.
And stop your kids chewing on a fucking big ball of fat. Your leg.
Got someone specific in mind there?
Okay, it's not his fault. Let me have It's Not His Fault. You've got to save this. This has got to teach me something. It'll be an interesting story.
Right, it's not his fault. This fella...
what year? Ages ago?
Olden times?
I'd say in the 70s.
Okay.
Would you? Any evidence for that?
And,
does he wear flares in the story?
Right.
Is that your reason?
No, it's a bit like Yuri Geller, this fella, right? Where he's electric.
He's electric.
And, if he walks past the telly would fizz.
Uh-huh.
If he walked past the radio, it all goes like that.
Ooh.
His hair stuck up all the time. And he'd be having a bath and everything would be alright, and then the power would sort of switch on in his body, and the electric in his body made him jump out of the bath. So...
What do you mean, so? What is that so? What does that so mean? You've given us nothing. You've given us nothing.
You'd have to at least give us the scientific explanation.
Yeah.
Electric eels have 400 volts in them.
Oh, is this the running away again?
What was that one called?
Yeah, but
It's not his vault.
But there's a reason that it's not his fault. It's not his fault. I thought it was going to be something about
I think we should do these the other way round. I think you should tell us the story and then we'll hear the pun.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Right, let's leave it.
Play a tune.
Don't look at me like that.
Oh, Karl, you're in a bad mood.
The Coral,
I'm all right.
dreaming of you. Right, do the last one. Do the last one. Carl's saying we're never doing this again because we don't appreciate it. Yeah, Karl, you don't know how good this feature is, mate.
Right, last one.
Yeah.
Stocking, Aitken and Waterman.
Go on then, tell me about that one. What's that? What am I going to learn from this?
Right, well, do you know the saying, put a sock in it?
I like it already.
Do you know the saying?
Yeah.
Right, well, do you know where it comes from?
I assume it's shut up, so I'll stuff your mouth with a sock to shut you up.
Years ago.
Yeah. Sorry, am I right?
No, not really. Ages ago.
1970s?
50s,
Okay.
I'd say. Do you know the old,
I'd say.
do you know the old gramophone?
Yeah.
With the big horn on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, well, those stereos didn't have a volume control on them. Right? So they'd be listening
Oh,
to
so you
the
put a
album,
sock in the...
and
mute.
you'd put something like a sock.
That's a real one, you see. That's taught me something. That's good. That's excellent, Karl. That is the only one that counts, like chewing the fat, if they're true. I'm assuming they are. It works. It's of interest. I haven't got it verified yet, but that is educating Ricky. That's brilliant. I will say, the other two were more entertaining. So, you know,
Do you understand the distinction, though, between that one and Electrical Man?
And, or I've hit me head, I can hear you, Mum.
Yeah. Can you see the difference, though? Or...
not really, because when I read all three, I took something away from all of them.
What did you take away from the Electrical Man?
I just thought, oh, imagine that. Imagine how annoying that would be.
But that's not education, is
And
it
it's
really?
not taking anything
No, but
away.
Think about it, right? We take our lives for granted all the time, don't you? You get up in the morning, it's like, oh, I'll get up and walk for a shower. Some people can't walk, right?
Yeah.
This guy, he can't even have a... You know what I mean? It's nice to have a bath, isn't it, when you got time on your hands and you can relax. This guy can't even do that. He might be alright for a bit, but he's not really enjoying it, because at any moment, it could strike.
Yeah.
So, he can't even do that. He can't comb his hair, because it keeps going a mess.
Yeah.
He can't watch his
Nor can you.
No, he can't.
Does he fight crime? What does he do with his powers?
Yeah.
I think he just has to sit around, because he can't work with machinery.
Right.
Because he'll probably blow a fuse.
Yeah, so he just sits around.
Think about it, what can he do? What normal things can he do?
Skateboarding.
Going for long walks.
Yeah.
Put a wetsuit on.
Well, he couldn't do that.
Why?
Ooh, water and electric.
No, wetsuits aren't actually wet. They're dry initially.
You just put a whole wetsuit on and walk round with flippers and
A
rub the
wetsuit's
towel.
not like a dinner jacket that's like really wet.
Well, all I'm saying is think. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And what was the
And
other one
the
again?
girl deaf for 4 years hits her head.
Yeah. That's just.
What have you learned from that?
What is that?
Well, imagine how happy you'd be. Remember that time when I nearly died when I choked on a Mr. Freeze pop? Right?
No, tell us that one again.
No, I told you, didn't I?
Tell us again.
Yeah, but the people will remember it, and then it's.
They won't. They weren't listening. Go on. What happened?
It was ages ago when my mum and dad used to go out shopping on a Friday.
1970s?
Get the food in. get a week's load of food in the cupboard and that, and we'd, you know, they'd come in with all the food, and we'd all be like, oh god, you know, there's no food left on a Thursday really, so we'd all be hungry on the Friday by the time the food got in.
I love that.
And
That
I'd
they
be
wouldn't
like-
eat it. I imagine him like jackal puppies.
Yeah.
Just like licking your parents' mouth for food as they come through the door.
So they come in from the supermarket, they're emptying the box. Our kid had got some biscuits and what have you.
Frenzy, just a feeding frenzy, like pigeons.
I grabbed the Mr. Freeze pop and knocked it back really quick, but it wasn't frozen, so I knocked it back so it was like a liquid, and it went down the wrong way, right, and I was choking, right, and I nearly died. It must have been about, how long can you go before you die?
A couple of minutes to do
Right,
it.
I reckon about 1:50. Right, I was really close to dying.
How do you know you were close to dying?
Me,
Did your life flash before you?
No, but I just was like,
There's loads of instances of him eating pops.
Yeah, exactly.
I just said
40 of those.
whatever, right?
What do
Anyway.
you think you'd see if your life flashed past you? What do you think, which elements would stand out for you, do you think?
What? Start now, go back. What do you remember? What's the first thing you remember?
As a kid.
Yeah, just anything now.
Being in a hall and having our dog licking my face.
That's your earliest memory?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one?
Right, next one's probably being at primary school with Lindsay.
Yeah.
Was that your girlfriend?
Well, a little friend who was a girl.
Sure.
And we used to have like tins with letters in, and you'd have to write stuff. But anyway, what were we doing?
I got confused.
Right, so anyway,
I'm intrigued by the dog that was licking your face.
well, bin that.
We won't win that.
No, it's a great feature. I just think you need to be a little bit more careful about what you consider to be education.
Gone
All
funny.
right,
I
all
fell
right.
over.
All right, well,
We'll work on it next week. Play a tune, and what have you got for us? Because we've got a big competition.
We've
Come
got
on.
to do the competition. We've only got 25
Yeah, well, come on
Don't
then,
worry
quick
about
then.
it, Carl.
Do
Play a
something,
tune.
play
We'll
a
come back with
tune.
Rockbusters.
What are we playing?
Let's play a bit of Tupac.
What would you do then if you landed, right? Supposing we all land, right? We're shipwrecked, okay? There's no food around. But there's a chance we might be saved, like, in a few days. We just got to stay alive just for a few days, okay? Steve offers up his penis.
For what purpose?
Well, it's already you've torn it in the plane crash anyway. It's hanging off. You go, okay, listen, lads, let's eat this. This will go 3 ways.
I should be so lucky. Okay, fine, yeah.
I'll look for something else. Because we're surrounded by water. Why are we eating knob? There's loads of fish and everything. There's more fish in the sea than there is stuff on land.
This is what he says. This is what he gleaned from the programme about monkeys. It sat on a bridge and wanted stuff off people to walk over the bridge.
What?
So it was acting as some kind of toll booth,
This
was
is
it?
ridiculous.
No, it was a bridge in like the jungle.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And it's a monkey that sat on a bridge, and a lot of tourists go through the area.
No, it's a monkey
to look at them.
who realised that if he sits there, he'll get stuff because it looked like it's a cute little chimp begging.
No, but every time.
Yeah, because you give a monkey, I'm as bad as him now. If you give a chimpanzee a banana, and he starts realising that humans have things to give.
Yeah, but it's all
squirrels
sorts of
learn
stuff.
that. But you don't go, you wouldn't say, went to the park, the squirrel's waiting at the gate. You have to give them a toll to go in. They're only going to give them nuts. They come up to you every time. You fucking idiot.
Went to bed after watching it and fell asleep thinking about it on the bridge right now. It's a bit bad, really, because the monkey should work harder for its food. It made me remember the slug I saw yesterday that was eating bird poo. Nobody would ever help a slug with food like they do with ducks and monkeys. A slug's life is pretty bad. The only time they come out of their den is when it's raining.
Den.
So even their days out are depressing.
It is. Do you know what I mean?
No.
It is like it's a horrible thing to be in it. A slug.
I love him talking about what is it like to be a slug.
No, just because like the monkey, even though it's been quite aggressive, everyone was like, "Oh, give it some water," and it was well like kitted out. It had like chocolate bars, bottled water, some like fizzy stuff, and all that.
An iPod. It was listening to Monkey News.
It could have had one if it wanted one. It was getting away with murder on that bridge, and that's just because it was furry. Yeah, if that was like a blob, like a slug, there's no way people would be that friendly towards it. And it just annoys me how you get this pecking order for like no matter what creature you are, favouritism. And that slug was only eating that bird poo because it wasn't being offered stuff.
If it was offered toffees or whatever.
Well, it's just sad, isn't it? It's come to that. That's where its life has come to.
Yeah, but it's not a
was
mollusk
raining, like
that's
I said.
down on its fucking luck.
It didn't live in a big country house,
No,
and his
but
wife
it
left
is.
it. The
I
kids
was
went. It started hitting the
watching
bottle.
it, and I kind of thought, and look, they do only come out in the rain, and it's depressing, and it'll probably get killed in a bit. And that was its last meal. I just
Last meal.
people
But it
don't
wouldn't
care.
prefer steak and chips, Carl. It
No, but
doesn't
a leaf,
have.
It must like a leaf or at the end of the day, it's an insect. They love a
It's
leaf.
not an insect.
Well, it's part of that gang. It's part of that. No, it's part of
They
that.
hang out together. They hang out
It's not.
together.
Why do you think it's part of that
Because
gang?
it knocks about in the woods in the same place as a spider does. But what I'm saying is they're eating boring stuff because that is what's
It's
in
not
their
boring
area.
stuff to them. They're not. I have no opinion of it at all. They take in sustenance.
No, but where you are is what you eat. When I'm in London, I'll have beans on toast for lunch. On holiday, what? Tapas? Go on, I'll have a bit. So it's whatever you eat, what's in that area.
Looking back at the year, a year in which we've seen, you know, increasing violence in Iraq. We've seen the advent of more fears over global warming. We've seen George W. Bush take a massive battering in the midterm elections. We've seen many major world events this year. Karl, what stuck out for you?
What event do you, if you think, oh my God, if you were doing your own review of the year, what would you put on the front cover?
The grub that was eating biscuits on my windowsill.
Right, that's just a little bit more up there for you than the capturing of Saddam Hussein and his sentencing to death.
Just because, you know, it's I never thought I'd see that this year.
So what exactly?
What, the capture of Saddam or the grub?
No, the grub.
The grub.
It was just I was there on the computer. I was having a cup of tea and a biscuit. Put the biscuit on the windowsill. I sort of picked it up.
Why would you do that?
Why?
Why would you put a biscuit on a windowsill?
Because I'm sat next to the windowsill.
It's like something from a cartoon. I put the pie on the windowsill to cool down.
Yeah.
No,
And some ruffians stole it.
Yeah.
So I was eating that and was enjoying it. Put the rest of it back down for like the next half of the cup of tea, and I saw
Planned out. This is. I bet. Well, we read about this later in the diary.
So and then I saw just like a little crumb moving. I was like, what's going on there?
Yeah.
So I looked down closer, and there's an insect that is see-through, but with legs, and just sort of running off with a crumb into like a little hole. And then when I looked, I noticed there was loads of these little see-through things, and they were obviously all like, "Oh, I got biscuit," and
That's exactly what they were saying.
We've got
biscuits over here.
but I can't, what was it, like I say, it was amazing because they're miles away from what I'm about, and yet
Not that far.
but they still like a bit of biscuit, and it was just weird that happened. I never thought that would happen in 2006, and that's
You never thought that would happen in 2006.
that's what's nice, isn't it? That's what's nice about the the nature of the world. You know, we can invent iPods, we can bring out better vacuum cleaners, but at the end of the day, you can't make nature up. And to see this see-through thing,
You do.
eating a biscuit,
blow your
that's
mind?
where I've sort of gone this year. I'd say out of anything, I've sort of gone out of my way to learn more stuff about weird stuff that's
But
out
I don't
there.
know what you've learned. You've learned that
A creature which you can't even identify
that
or
you
name.
don't know, right? You don't know what it is, right? Looked like it nicked a bit of crumb. I don't know what knowledge is that. What is that? How is that useful?
Just because everything is changing.
But it's not useful. It's not useful to you, and it's not useful to anyone. You can't pass on that as knowledge because we don't know what it was,
But Karl
or where
thinks,
it happened, or
but-
why it happened.
But Rick, Karl thinks that the grub has an inkling, has a taste for McVitie's in the same way that Karl does. That's why
Yeah.
he's from Meg's. He's thinking, I can't believe it. We both love hobnobs.
As
It's
opposed to just being
extraordinary.
taking the
It would have
starch
eaten
from the
anything.
flour.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that these things have been around for years,
Yes.
maybe longer than us,
Yes.
right? Now, their life isn't changing in the way that ours have. They still live in a little crack in the wall,
Yeah.
but they're eating biscuit, and that was never meant to happen. So it's changing it. What I mean is, you might start getting fat insects. That should never have happened. You don't normally see a fat beetle. You go, oh, look at that, that's a bit fat. Put a bit of weight on. And now that's going to happen because they're eating sugary stuff. The squirrels in the park, because people are feeding them Mars bars and everything, they're getting fatter, they're getting bigger, they're getting more violent. Now, over time, you know, they're going to cause more trouble than they
What
are now.
evidence have you got
What
that
do
they're
you
getting more
think?
violent?
Just because when I'm sat in the park and what have you, they really like cocky. They come up to you now and sort of jump up on the bench and sort of attack you for food. They're not happy with acorns now. They want a bit of croissant. And that's what I'm saying. They've changed. They're changing over time. Just like that grub having a biscuit. Everything's trying different food out.
He'll want a gatto soon.
Well, in the same way that, you know, you look at people around the world, how they're eating weirder stuff. They're running out of, you know, ideas on how to cook food differently. And we're eating weird stuff. So our insects, everything's moving on. Everything's getting more intelligent. The goldfish memories got better. chickens are more intelligent than people thought they were, apparently. Everything's... Time makes you more intelligent.
Well...
No, they do. That's a fact, isn't it? If you're knocking around longer, then you're learning more, because more stuff's going on, and you soak it up. And that's what these insects are doing. They're all learning. You know what I mean?
No.
I saw a cockroach playing Pac-Man.
There was a picture on the when I was on the plane coming back from here. There was a picture of this new luxury hotel. It'll be, I think, $10,000 a night to stay there. It looked extraordinary. It was a hotel, and the best rooms were built under the water, under the sea.
Wow.
So it was the best hotel we've ever seen, but surrounded on all sides by glass, and out of it you could see the sea, the sharks, the fish.
I don't think I'd like that.
No?
But that, again, that's just one of them hotels where it's over the top for over the top sake, isn't it? Like where they have 12-course meals. Well, just have 2 but make them bigger, rather than dragging it out and there's the first course. You know, a couple of
snails.
Yeah, it's just for me all that is.
Don't eat a snail. Don't have one snail. Eat one big tortoise. If you want slow food, don't have loads of little snails. Here, there's a giant tortoise. Tuck into that. Feeds 10. But it's what you were saying before. When you start having to take a risk with food, like the fish that can kill you if you eat it, don't bother. There's apparently a delicacy in Japan, again, someone could verify this, where they eat a live little octopus. And it can stick to your throat, because it's obviously fighting for its life. I mean, good. Again, you don't need to eat a live octopus. What are you thinking? How cruel is that?
Well, how fresh do you need your food? it's not, do you know what I mean? But I always remember this story when I was a kid about, some bloke who, a bit sad, this story, but weird. He had, throat cancer, right? And his doctor said, carry on with your life, right? It's not going to be that good, but just carry on, but don't eat meat. And he was like, I love meat. He's like, yeah, but just don't, have your veg, plenty of vitamins and stuff, keep yourself strong, but don't be eating that anyway. He was fed up because he loved his meat, and his wife was feeling a bit sorry for him one day, and thought, I'm sick of him looking fed up and that, all he wants is some meat, for God's sake, give him some meat. So she goes to the butcher's, gets him a big piece of, like, steak and what have you. He can't believe it, he's like, oh, brilliant, cheers for that. Anyway, he's got the meat on his plate, just about to tuck in, and the cancer comes out from his throat.
What?
No, I know, it sounds really weird, but it's something that I was told about years ago when I was growing up.
What are you talking about?
It was just some bad illness, some cancer thing, and it was coming out waiting for the meat. It was sort of dying.
Again, I get a lot of your medical knowledge is from...
It's from the film Alien.
So this guy with throat cancer, okay, as opposed to it being a disease of the cell...
It was like a living...
The alien. It was alien.
So it was the animal. It was the little animal cancer.
That's why
he wasn't allowed to eat
meat. He wasn't allowed to eat meat.
So it's sitting there. So it's actually sitting there and throat. Well, I'll tell you what I'd have done if I'd have had some cancer in my throat. I'd go, there you go, rid of that. What are you talking about? So what happened?
He choked to death on this thing, and the wife was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have given him the meat after all."
Just that's a bollock story.
It's all. There's loads of weird stuff like that. That happens in medical stuff.
Well, the terrible thing is, if you got testicular cancer and you eat meat, your bollocks come out of your trousers, and they're all over the plate, and you have to be asked to leave the restaurant.
Of eating knobs.
Yeah.
Jilly Goulden. Now
What's she been up to?
Well, you saw it in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
I haven't been watching it.
She popped a little kangaroo knob in the mouth, chewed it up.
What, she just found it? Did she line around?
No, it was one of the things that she had to eat.
It was one of the challenges.
Carol Thatcher, a daughter of one of our leaders.
Sure.
She popped a couple of bollocks in the mouth, chewed them up, swallowed them.
Oh.
And Jilly Goulden, there was a kangaroo penis there, dried. She couldn't even get... It was so tough, she couldn't even get through it. And then she... eventually she eats it.
What was it, like a pepperoni?
Yeah. And she took... What do you think of that, Karl?
What, eating that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
I watch it. I like those little trial bits, right?
Yeah.
But what I don't think people realise is, right, it is hard eating a little kangaroo knob. Right?
Really? How do you know?
No, it's just, you think about it and you go, oh, couldn't do that, right? But what they never mention on the TV programme, which I think takes it to the next level, right? They're eating that at like 7:30 in the morning.
Sure. Right.
Which is worse, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I was there and Ant and Dec said, right, Karl, eat the knob, I'd go, hang on a minute, give us a few hours, let me get some rice and that on my belly, and just sort of fill me up a little bit more. I'll pop back at about 6:30 this evening,
right.
have it ready. And I'd be happier then. It's just that thing of, you know, you don't
want to eat animal genitals on an empty stomach.
So what are you saying? You could
I'm saying like I could eat a knob at night, but
just cut that there. We'll loop that. If any DJs are listening, just take that quote. I could eat a knob at night by Karl Pilkington. Maybe do a dance remix.
Yeah, I think maybe you're sort of a house producer, and you could maybe get some kind of high energy beat going, and then we could just send that out to some of the gay clubs. I'm sure it'd be really popular.
Please, anyone send us, that looped with a nice little, funky house beat. Karl Pilkington saying I could eat a knob at night.
No, but do you know what I mean? though? We'll buy that.
Not really.
Well, okay then, right. Okay. Now, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I couldn't pop a kangaroo testicle in my mouth and chew it. It was disgusting to watch. She was eating witchetty grubs. Good on them because they were doing it. But then again, I think, well, they wanted to go in there. They knew they were up for it. So on the one hand, I think, is that admirable and is that showing sort of like good British metal, or is it, I'll do anything to get on telly for a week? I don't know. You know what I mean? Where does it stop? I thought Rebecca Lewis went too far when she gave the little pig a tug, but at least she knew where to stop.
Yeah.
She didn't,
well, I think it's obvious when you have to stop.
Yeah, but
the pig tells you that.
To pop the Also, again, where's the kangaroo hopping around without a cock?
I watched the final of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. It was between singer Jason Donovan, singer Mylene Klass, and singer Matt out of a boy band. I had my money on Donovan, but Matt won it. I think it was because of his last task. He ate a fisheye, some grubs, a big fat insect that they have on every year, a crocodile knob, and a kangaroo anus. I feel like we've come there, Rick, to where we entered.
It was this time last year when we first started the podcast that we were talking about I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and you coined the famous phrase I could eat a knob at night.
Yeah.
So it's full circle. It's just the last series finished recently, and it was astounding that he ate a crocodile knob, he ate a crocodile eye, he chewed up and swallowed a kangaroo's anus, which I to be honest, I didn't know was a food stuff. Could you eat any of that?
If I had to eat any of them, it would have to be the anus.
What, really?
Yeah, more than the other stuff. I couldn't eat anything that's still alive.
No, I agree. I couldn't eat any of that. I don't know under what circumstances I'd have to go, right, that's it now, we're not going to survive, the ship isn't coming, there is nothing on this island I can eat, give me the crocodile's penis.
So it wouldn't bother me. I could eat anything. I could do almost all of the challenges on that programme, but I couldn't cope in the camp. I couldn't cope with the lack of food and the uncomfortable bed. That's all that would do my head, and I'd drive people spare, whinging and complaining.
I couldn't cope with any aspect of it except the physical challenges. I couldn't cope with sleeping with people snoring, the things crawling over you. I'm not so squeamish about that, like snakes and things, that's alright. But the eating is ridiculous. It's out of the question to eat a worm or a grub.
It doesn't concern me. I don't know why I don't see really what the difference in it. The texture's probably the same as lots of other things.
What would hunger do to you, though, do you think? Would you think I would change? Do you think, if it really was a choice, if someone said, and I knew I would die if I didn't eat worms...
I think you would, yes. I think you'd complain and you'd whinge for a while, and you'd try and put it off, and you'd hope a ship would turn up. But when it didn't, you'd start chowing down on a bit of crocodile anus.
But then where's the rest of the crocodile?
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Who's been eating that? How come I've got this? You're meant to, work together as a team in bad time, and yet I'm being handed an anus. Forget it. Let me starve.
He says he's got nothing in the flat. That's why he has to do a shop every day, because he's got nothing in the flat.
It's easier that way, isn't it? You don't know what you're going to want to eat.
But that's why you get you don't have a different meal every day of the year, do you? You rotate maybe a dozen meals, don't you? so you can get in enough ingredients that any time you go to the fridge and go, oh, am I gonna have chicken? Or am I gonna have fish today? Or maybe I'll have some pasta. I do that every day.
Yeah,
but I always come down to one of half a dozen meals.
You've got a freezer. We haven't got a freezer, have we? We've only got a little fridge.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with nipping to the supermarket. There's nothing wrong with that.
So you've got too much time on your hands, boy.
Out of all the people in the world to have a chat with, do you know, what's his face? That German doctor.
Which one? The guy that displays the human body?
Guns someone. Guns Traven or something.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the way, you know, he cuts stuff up, shows you how the body works and that.
Sure.
And have you learnt anything from that?
Well, I don't. Is he a proper doctor? Because it's just that it's always. I mean, I could cut a body up. I never see him sort of put it back together. Is anyone keeping an eye on him? Sort of going, well, who is he actually?
I'm sure he's a proper doctor.
Well, he sort of cuts bodies up on the telly and sort of goes, is how like intestines work or whatever.
Right.
And he just he holds them up, fills them with food, and he goes, look, they go fatter. And I mean, he doesn't answer everything. Like, he doesn't say, I don't understand why the intestines have to be that long. I don't know why it just can't go from the throat to the belly, exit, straight dark line down, out the arse.
You must know.
Well, no, because the way he dragged it out, and it was like miles long.
Yeah.
Pointless.
No, it's not pointless.
Just have a straight, do you know what I mean? Straight down.
It's to increase the surface area for absorption. So, a foot long intestine, you wouldn't absorb much food. Whereas, you go down, you know...
Yeah, but just have more points in it where it has to go through some sort of filter.
What are you talking about? Again, the evolution sort of worked this out for us. It really works.
I don't think you're going to improve on it. In your mind, you some kind of kerplunk style.
No, but what I mean is that's probably that long because years ago they were eating dinosaur, and that might have took a lot of indigestion or something. I don't know how chewy it was. It might have been quite fatty, dinosaur meat, and it needs to go through all that. Now we're eating like yogurt. So I mean, we don't need anything that, you know, is doing that much work anymore. All the food is mashed up. Auntie Nora, right? All her food is mashed. Right? She doesn't have to chew anymore. She's got teeth, but she doesn't need them. And that's how.
She's got teeth, but she don't need them.
No, but that's how we're
moving on. She could have her intestines removed then.
Well, no, but this is what I'm saying.
That would sort our other problem, wouldn't it?
We're changing everything all the time, aren't we?
Educating Ricky?
Yeah.
Do you want to do a bit of that?
Well, the clues are coming in furious.
The answers, I should say.
Yeah. So go on. Oh, this is what.
Yeah, Rockbusters is well underway, Karl. Don't worry, you've done your work there.
Okay.
Right, come on.
Right, educating Ricky.
This is my favourite bit now.
You're just going to tease us, aren't you, with 3 headlines? If you
no, I'll choose one, then we got the other 2 as well.
Yeah, that's the way it works. And at the end of it, you learn some stuff. Like I say, I'm struggling a bit with knowledge.
Yeah.
At last he confesses.
Yeah. Go on.
So the 3 headlines for you to pick from, we've got, first one, we'll have a big fire tomorrow.
I got a feeling there's some vegetables involved.
Yeah, go on.
Maybe. Second one, he's a bit of a nuisance.
Okay.
Right.
And, third one, I'll bacon in the morning if you're sick of having me here.
Oh, that one.
I'll bacon in the morning if you're sick of having me.
Right, I'm having that one.
That's brilliant.
Right, well, it's a saying. Do you know, cold shoulder? Giving someone the cold shoulder?
Yeah.
Alright, if you have someone round at your house, and, you know, you try to get rid of them, and they're hanging around and stuff, and you're like, oh, I wish they'd go, I'm tired and that. Well, years ago...
when? Literally years ago. Well, ages ago.
Sort of,
olden times.
I think it said medieval times.
Yonks ago then, yonks ago.
Yeah, medieval,
We're going back quite a bit on this
Well,
one.
you know when you find out these books, why don't you just pop down when it was?
Just make a note.
I don't think it says all the time, it just sort of says, you know, a few years back.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
never.
Alright, I'll make an effort next week.
Okay.
Right? So, it's annoying that, because my girlfriend said to me, just make a note of the time and he'll stop having a go at you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I kind of thought, it's alright.
Didn't listen?
I don't think it matters anyway in this one. We're looking at the saying, right? So it's giving someone a cold shoulder, right? And what it is, right? Ages ago, there wasn't enough houses for people.
Right.
Because there wasn't much money being made. You know, there weren't big businesses. People weren't earning good money like they are now. So there wasn't as many houses, right? So what you ended up getting is like, you know, the rich people having a nice place to live. And the poor people were like wandering about, you know, looking for places to live and that. And what they ended up doing is, they had like, people would go around to the mate's house and say, look, I haven't got anywhere to live. It's a bit cold. Can you let me stay? Right? So they'd go, alright, then you can stay a couple of days. But they ended up staying for like weeks.
Yeah.
Right? So, to sort of get rid of them, what they'd end up doing, they'd be making the dinner, and they'd be making a lovely dinner, like a bit of meat, nice warm meat, and nice veg, gravy. And
this happened every time, did it?
It
This is where the saying came from.
Is this what happened, Rick?
This is happened every time.
It was in that vague book.
The book of vague sayings and stuff.
Right, so they'd be making a nice meal, but what they did, they looked after all the family. But the person who won't go home, they just give them some, like, sort of a cut-off of cold meat.
Right.
So they'd say, you're giving them the cold shoulder. Meaning...
Right. Okay, that's rubbish. Okay, absolute...
Karl, why does that necessarily work?
Yeah. Why do they always, in every situation when you want to get rid of a lodger, well, still feed him every day, but make the meat lukewarm. So
they always leave then.
Yeah.
Oh, this food's lukewarm. I'm gonna become homeless
and they
again,
go,
wandering the streets.
Hold on, are you giving me the cold shoulder? Yes. Do you want me to leave? Yes, just say leaving. No, I like to do it cryptically. That way, in years to come, someone will have a little saying about it.
Well, anyway, that was our bacon in the morning. If you've had enough of meat, we'll leave that.
Well,
bacon in the morning! Oh, bacon in the morning if you've had enough of me!
So come back. What are the others? Just tease us again with the others. We'll come back to those.
You've got, he's a bit of a nuisance. And, we'll have a big fire tomorrow.
Nice, looking forward to that.
Studying. Okay, what's the next one? What's the educating
Well,
Ricky?
I don't know, see, like I say, I was looking around and there's stuff that is interesting. Right? I was looking on the web.
But there's no point.
Well, it's just that I found one about,
what's the point?
About a lad who, 8 years old, but he's still breastfed. Now, I don't know if you can get anything out of that.
Is that what his mum said? What do you mean I don't know if I can get anything out of that? You don't need to.
No, it's just that, you know...
Where did you read that?
That was on the internet.
Oh, well, yeah.
You're always unspecific when you mention it. It's just it was on the internet.
Well, I'm trying to think what I put in. I think I put in Y to see if I'd confuse the computer. And then,
Karl, you are...
No, I did
honestly.
I did a search, put in Y, and it came up with funny things that, like, why is this person doing that? Why is that? And it had a picture of this 8-year-old lad, sort of, you know, on his mum's nipple. And, it was saying, you know, is this healthy?
You sure that wasn't asking you that question?
What? I put in Y just to confuse the computer. Like the computer go, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah.
So what would you do there, though, just to sort of wrap that little thing up? What would you do? That lad loves his mum's milk.
What are you asking me to come up with?
No, I'm just...
A title for the story?
No, it's just what would you do? Right.
What do you mean, what would I do?
Well, it's causing a bit of a problem in the area. Right?
What area?
In America, I think it was.
Oh, America are a problem, are they? George Bush is worried about this kid who's breastfeeding at 8.
Imagine it like this, right?
Right. No, so, Karl, what are you asking me? About this spurious story you saw on the internet?
I saw it on the internet. There's an 8-year-old lad, he likes his mum's milk, and it's saying, is this right? Should it
No,
be
it's
going
not.
on?
But what
do you want Ricky to do about it? It's not his responsibility.
Yeah.
No, but the little town that he lives in, they're all causing an uproar, right? Going, this isn't right, you know, I can't let my kid play out in case he's in the garden with his mum getting a bit hungry, right? So,
oh, God.
What should they do? Because his mum's saying, well, he likes it.
Yeah.
And he, you know... what do you do?
I don't know the laws.
No, but I'm not asking you to sort out the laws. I'm just saying, if you lived in that neighbourhood, what would you say? If you went up to him and said, look, everyone's getting a bit fed up with this, look.
I'd say, what would I do? What do you mean, what would I do? what are you asking me?
Right, it doesn't matter.
No, what are you asking me? What are you asking me and Steve and the public?
I'm just saying, say if you live next door to this woman.
Yeah.
Right? The kid's hungry, 8 years old, he's out playing on his bike and he goes, Mum, I'm getting a bit peckish, and he goes, alright, son. She whops one out. And he starts having his milk, right? You live next door, you're putting your washing out, and you see this going on. You're getting a bit sick of it, because it's gone on for months.
8 years, I assume.
Why is it your business? Why are you such a nosy neighbour that you're concerned?
What would you do, Karl? Let's turn it back on him. Yeah. What would you do?
What's your solution?
What would you do?
Well, I thought I'd say, right, why are you doing this? And she'd say, because he likes it. And I go, alright then, put it in a bowl first.
And you think that would sort that out?
No, because I was thinking about the whole thing, right, and you do that when you're a baby, and everything's alright, innit?
Yeah.
No one bats an eyelid at a little baby having a bit of milk from its mum's breast, right?
Yeah. You'd almost say it was natural.
But you grow out of it. It's like, you don't see. It got me thinking about things you don't see. And you don't see.
Did you put this into a computer? Show me things you don't see.
What else don't you see?
Well, you don't see, like, an old man having a Twix. You never... So what?
You know the terrible thing about all this, Steve, is he's right.
You don't see an old man
I
eating a
know,
Twix.
that's a terrible thing.
So what they have got, right, they've made old man toffees, haven't they? They've come up with burgers.
Is that a song? Oh God! You don't see it.
No, listen now. So they've got their Werthers, right?
Yeah.
So
look at him! You think he's giving a lecture at Oxford?
It's not going anywhere.
No, go on, sorry. Go on.
I'm just saying.
Right.
You grow out of things.
Yeah.
And the old man, I'm sure when he was a kid, he'd have a Twix.
Yeah.
But now it doesn't look right, so he's having...
It doesn't look right!
So...
Right.
I don't think Werther's originals were specially designed for old people. I think they were sweets that just happened to have been made for years. That's why old people eat them.
Yeah.
They didn't go, hang on, there's a market here. I've noticed old people aren't eating Twixes. Quick, let's make some old man sweets.
But the little advert, he gives it to his grandson as well, doesn't he? He goes, I have a Werther's original.
Oh, I think it cuts though before he throws it back in his face and goes, get me a Twix. And a damn curly-whirly, Grandad. You old fool.
Song's a phrase. What it is.
Song's a phrase.
We took a phrase from the show last week. It was, there's this airy Chinese kid, right?
Yeah.
Today, we're going back to the good old line of, about you never see an old man eating a Twix.
Sure.
Right?
How long is that?
No, you'll never see an old man eating a Twix.
You'll never see an old man eating a Twix.
It's not as many as you think, though. It's not that many.
Well, how is it not that many?
Right, well, first of all, anyway, don't worry about that. I think there's about 5, I think. Hang on a minute.
Oh, God. Why do we leave him alone to do this,
I don't understand.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'll tell you what, we were flying them.
6 different songs.
6 different songs!
That's a lot to get, Karl.
But what happened is, I couldn't find a song with Twix, so we've changed the chocolate.
Oh, this is rubbish. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. No, you've got to be punished. We're not doing this. Do it next
no,
week.
you'll like
No, shut up, Karl. No, just no, we're
He's
not
put a
doing
lot
it.
of effort in.
So what?
You're right.
He's got to do it right. He's got to do it right.
No.
There's too many. We said too many. It's not. He's changed the thing. It's not a one-off phrase. It's ridiculous.
No,
it's
If
absolutely
only,
pointless.
Rick, if only his parents had spoken like that to him sometimes in the past,
Do you know
maybe
what I mean?
we wouldn't be having
Right.
this discussion
You're not
now.
doing it.
Come on.
No, we're not doing it. Steve, what do you think?
I'll tell you, we've got the prizes, but I'm
Yeah.
not even going to bother giving. I'm not even going to
no,
bother.
no,
I think we'll just share them out amongst homeless.
Absolutely. No. There's troubles in the world, and I'm not going to let you faff around doing nonsense like that. It's ridiculous.
Well, let's do it for
No,
this
let's
week.
play a beautiful song. Now, Karl, the big question, as we know at the moment, is whether we're going to let you do songs of phrase or not.
Rick, I should tell you now,
mad.
there has been a flood of. Oh no, there hasn't. Sorry, I was thinking there'd been a flood of emails, but it was people agreeing with you, Rick.
I know Tony Blair has been trying to get through.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just checking the emails. No, there's absolutely nothing supporting you, Karl.
No one gives a side either way about
No, well, that's not
then.
fair. There were a couple of phone calls, weren't there? One was the guy saying you should. I think the other one was you, Karl. Was it phoning from the kitchen?
Can we do it? Can we do it? Right.
No.
If you don't like it, we won't do it next week. But
But
the fact that I've made it.
I don't know why you did that. I thought of lots of stuff that you could do. You chose one where you have to have 10 words and 6 songs to choose. You haven't got Twix. I don't know what you've substituted Twix for.
Okay, I mean, I've got to say now, I'm going to sit on the fence here. I'm quite intrigued.
Okay, right. What have you substituted Twix for?
Well, I can't tell you.
Because you can.
No, I can't, because people have to listen to it and work out.
All right, let's just hear it. Let's hear it then.
No. They know what they have to know what the word is. They have to tell what the song is or the artist.
I prefer just to play it.
No, you've got to tell them what it is because they might not even know what word they're looking for.
Let's hear him out, Rick.
Right.
Please, democracy. That's what we're fighting for. Come on.
Right, have you turn them up?
Right, okay, I'll put my headphones on. Go on then.
Right.
Okay, so hang on. The phrase originally was
you never see an old man eating a Twix.
right, and we're trying to identify a number of songs which you've used to make up that phrase.
And you email in xfm.co.uk/Ricky with as many as you can get, and whoever gets the most right.
It's so complicated. This is so complicated.
Right, here we go.
I'm baffled by the email address. I couldn't figure
What's
that
the
out.
email address again?
xfm.co.uk/Ricky.
Right.
Right.
And there's some link on there, is there?
Yeah, that you just press and it comes through.
Brilliant.
And that. Right, here we go then, right?
I missed a little bit at the end. Let's hear it again.
Mars, ba ba ba.
Let's hear it again. Oh no.
Oh God. Okay, right, we'd say the prizes, Steve.
Right, so how many songs were there? Do we know?
I think it was 6.
You think there was 6?
And you'll never see an old man eat. It might be 5.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, email in the answers and how many there were.
Song's a phrase. It was a phrase. You never see an old man eating a Twix.
I love the fact that we haven't got time. Like, we've had such important stuff and it's been so jam-packed and interesting. Not that it's been drivel with gaps we could have filled much better.
Yeah.
Don't look at it like that, like,
What, with his film quiz? Come on.
Oh, dear.
So, song's a phrase. You never see an old man eating a Twix. We had to change it to Mars bar. Here's what we had. Jerry and the Pacemakers. Echo and the Bunnymen.
David Bowie.
And the Beach Boys finished it off.
Oh, what do you mean I thought that one was? What do you mean? Who's the winner? Oh, it doesn't matter. You've got to give the answer. Who was that one you didn't know it was us?
It was Neil Young, wasn't it?
Jim Crochet, is it? Old
Oh,
Man
yeah.
River, it's called. Jim Crochet.
Old Man River?
Yeah.
Jim Crochet sang Old Man River? I don't think so. What was it?
Who cares?
Right.
Well, people... I can't believe this.
Old Man River, it was.
Let's give the prize to...
Jim Crochet wouldn't have sung Old Man River.
Well, let's give the...
That was Paul Robeson.
Let's give the prize to Mitchell Sterling, who has got some of the answers right.
We're going to get weaker. That's already happened.
Mm-hmm.
They used to say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Now they're saying eat 5 fruits.
Right.
So we've definitely that's evidence. You can't argue with that. I'd probably put that first because he goes right. What's number 2? So swap that round.
Okay, that's number 1.
Give him the pants second.
Yep.
I'm gonna die.
Okay,
They
number
used
3.
to say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. They used to say pull your trousers up. Now they say put them down. You can. I've never had such fucking dribble.
Number 3.
Right, number 3.
me! Oh, the scholars are now waiting with bated breath when they find this old scroll, and they go, ooh, what can number 3 be?
I reckon we'll blend all our food.
Oh God!
No, because
he was going to make a point about race. What is it? I never thought it would be. We'll blend all our food.
like they do for babies, you mean?
I just think when you think about all the stuff we eat now, cavemen chewing on big lumps of meat.
Yeah.
We had wisdom teeth.
Yep.
Now they say, "Oh, take them out. You're not using them."
Yep.
Why not using them? Because your food's soft.
Yep.
Sorbet.
Yep.
Soups.
Yeah.
You know, everything's softer, isn't it? When you get an avocado, they say, "Is it soft?" Everyone's squeezing the food before they buy it.
Yeah.
No one wants anything tough.
Yeah.
So I think chewing is a sort of thing of the past. We haven't got the time to chew. Everyone's like, "Hurry up, eat that." You don't have to go out for dinner with Ricky. He's like, "Hurry up." Like, I'm still eating it.
Well, he does blend his food, I think. I mean, you've seen me dancing. How would you describe me?
I think that you look like isn't an albatross, isn't it? So you look like an upright lizard, right? Being given electroshock treatment, and I think that's a lot fairer, isn't it, than the albatross nonsense?
Well, so I'm just trying to picture that, because again, I was that a compliment? You were on my side, right? You were defending me there.
A cross between a giant lizard and a stick insect.
Again, because they don't sound straight away. They don't sound like compliments, but I'm assuming you're on my side here.
Stick insect with funny glasses. Is that?
Again, I thought. I was thinking you were perhaps being a touch more supportive, but you've not really. Carl, you've seen me dance. What are your views?
It's just like a bit of weird art.
That's brilliant! That is brilliant! That's so much better than albatross!
I wouldn't have said an albatross. I was looking at one of them the other day, and I don't understand what they mean by that, because they're dying out. They say, you know, they dive in the sea.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah. Something happened in the brain. It went from the point we were making via an albatross, then it just shot off. It just ping like a pinball.
Well, let's hear, because it's going to be another good point.
No, it's just saying how, because I've never seen one, and they were saying, how would you feel if you never saw one again? And I was like, you know, I've got by this long without it. It's not bothered me. But it was just sort of saying, what they do is they dive in the sea, sort of put their head under the water, see if there's any fish knocking about, grab one, get out again, right?
Yeah.
Go to land. I don't know if they're designed to do that.
Well, obviously they are.
No, because seagulls are, because you see them floating about. Now, what's happening is, they're doing that, but getting caught in nets.
Well, that's it. The net shouldn't be there. That's the point. They're totally adapted to their environment, but we came along, millions and millions of years afterwards, and stitched them up. It's not like people are going, well, the nets were always there. How did they evolve without getting caught in the net? We invented the net. We've only been knocking around for a few 100,000 years.
But what I'm saying is, it's that thing about animals learn by mistakes by other animals. You know, like the monkeys peeling potatoes.
Right. That's never happened. They go and put nuts in the salt water to salt the nut.
Whatever.
How does that get to peeling potatoes? Because in your head, they were working in a canteen.
Making chips?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
It doesn't matter what the food is. I'm just saying how they know how to sort of prepare
I
that
love
food.
the fact that you don't care what the fact is. When you're discussing facts, that's all that matters. Otherwise, on Mastermind, they just go, who wrote Much Ado About Nothing? Dickens? Yeah, close enough, whatever, someone did. The fact is what matters.
Yeah, but with that question, that's got a straightforward answer. What I'm telling you is the way that animals work. If it's a potato or a nut, it's a foodage.
And once again, I return you to my question as before. What's your point? What point were you making?
I'm just saying an albatross will find... if you're hungry, you find food or you change your diet. If you don't eat something else, you die out. Simple. Said before. If you want a pie, but they haven't got any pies, you have a pasty. Alter your diet. And an albatross...
Drastically.
Yeah, pie radical.
Yeah, you said. Completely changing my diet. No more pies. What are you eating? Pasty. Brilliant. I'm not going to eat quiche anymore. I'm going to have a tartlet. Take out next Wednesday. There's no such thing as next Wednesday.
No, but what I'm saying is, before the year's even started, I know in that new diary I can whiz forward to December 25th and I go, oh, another Christmas.
I don't know what you mean.
So everything's set in stone before I've even started the new year. It's like, oh, Pancake Tuesday, that's coming up. So someone's already
Remember
decided.
it's Tuesday.
Someone's already decided.
Someone's already telling me what I'm doing on half of the year.
But,
it just
all
been
those
nice.
pages are blank,
hell.
Carl, for you to fill up with stuff.
Oh, guess what? Guess when my birthday is again? 23rd of September.
I'm just saying, move them about a bit, move the days about a bit so it doesn't get predictable.
But when we change Pancake Tuesday to Thursday, do we tell anyone else?
Yeah, they do an advert on the telly, just saying don't forget to buy your pancake mix.
But
this
so
week it's
why?
Thursday.
Carl, why not just stick with what we've already got? Because if you're notifying everyone anyway...
I wouldn't put a date on that pancake day anyway. Just have it when you want. Have it when you want. There's no big deal. You've got to make them yourself. It's not like some place is opening to do it. Have them when you want. I don't know why that's got a special day on it. Sick of it. Right, out 5 others.
4 others now.
Jamie Oliver.
Why would you take Jamie Oliver?
Just food and that. You need someone, because they say that like you can feel down if you don't eat.
He couldn't convince 8-year-olds to eat a carrot. What's he going to do in this brave new world? They're all going to be on turkey Twizzlers.
I think he's got the right attitude. He wouldn't be faffing about. Remember, we've landed now on this new world.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like. The people who've
Listen,
made
I love Jamie Oliver. I think he's great.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be in my 5 people to start a new world. That's all I'm saying. Nor would Patrick Moore, because he knew the way.
Well, what chef would you pick?
I wouldn't pick a chef. Why would I pick a chef?
Because you want someone who's going to, like I say, food's important. When you're low, there's nothing better. If you're a bit fed up, there's nothing better than having a good...
But Carl, I don't think you've quite grasped that these people have to start civilization again. They have to be wise people who can make the laws.
Yeah, and before you do all that, you need a good meal. So Jamie Oliver, that's his job. It's like when we get there, that's when he kicks in.
Right.
He's the first one, really,
Can I
who
suggest
gets going.
Just to save 2 places on Patrick Moore and Jamie Oliver, take a map and a cookbook.
I'm knackered today, and the face feels dry and spotty. Oh God, what's wrong with you?
It starts off moaning. The first thing he does is start moaning. He wakes up and goes, "Oh fuck me, I didn't die." Oh God.
I'm knackered today and the face feels dry and spotty. I think it's the change in water since being away. Or it could be all the Madeira cake I had yesterday.
I'm gonna burst.
But what's the Madeira cake? The Madeira cake dries you out, does it?
Well, it's just quite fattening, isn't it? But I like it. It's one of my little pleasures.
Oh God
Suzanne
almighty.
I went for a wander about to try and find the UFO data magazine for my mum. I didn't know which category to look under. There were too many magazines. I noticed how on the rude magazines, the women are being pretty rude on the cover, but on the gay magazines, it's just a fella smiling, showing a bit of arse. I don't know why gay blokes would buy it. Blokes have got their own knob to look at if they like knobs. Why were you looking at the gay magazine?
No, I wasn't. It's just...
Oh, you were?
No, I
You
noticed
studied them.
Yeah, because I was
you've
looking
written
for UFO data. I don't know where they put it.
I don't think you find evidence of other worlds down men's pants. Yeah, I don't think you want to boldly go where no man has ever gone before, Carl.
I had no luck trying to find the UFO data magazine. I will try some other shops. He writes UFO data magazine every time. He can just put UFO mag. But
No, but it
you want to
reminds
be
me.
right. You want to be specific.
If I write stuff down, it means that I remember it more.
Sure.
So, still looking for it.
Got some posts from Oxfam. They're flogging animals for Africa again. They've got new animals in their catalogue now. They've got donkeys and alpacas. Donkeys 50 quid, alpacas £20. I don't know if this is a special rate or if I could get one from a mam. She's been saying how they've been missing having a pet since they had the cat put down.
Sorry, you don't get it. If you buy that for someone, you don't get it.
Yeah, but they're not bothered where they're going.
Yes,
as long
they
as
do.
they're getting
Of course
the
they
money.
don't. They don't deliver them. It's not like they're in a warehouse wondering, thinking, I hope people buy this. They're going to put them out there. They're.
But at the end of the day, 50 quid's 50 quid, and they're not bothered. If they're sending an alpaca to Africa,
Yeah.
and I'm saying, can you get one to London? To them, that is less hassle.
Right. Carl, that's not how it works. You can't just go and say, oh, I'll have one of them.
They're not bothered. It's for charity.
Of course they are. You can't buy an alpaca for 20 quid. Christ almighty. Plus postage and packaging. They're big bastards.
Read about a pub that is getting some stick because they've stopped a horse going in. It's been the horse's regular for ages, but there's been some new owners who've taken over the pub, and they said they're serving fresh food and don't want a horse in there anymore.
Oh, God.
Easter's alright. It comes and goes. Do you want an egg? Not really. Don't have one then. You're not forced an egg.
You're not forced an egg.
I like Easter, and everyone can afford an egg. There's no one being left out, whereas Christmas, everyone, like, goes back to the family and they have a big meal and all that. And there's a lot of poor people out there who can't do that. So it's more of a... If you're going to talk about religion and, you know, the religious sort of occasions, Easter's one that I'd keep. Yeah, it smells more Chinese-y now, doesn't it? Sort of sweet and sour. Good, isn't it? Is that dead? Yeah, it's dead, isn't it? Are they dead? Are they toads? So I don't get it. Are they alive in that bag? Yeah. Why aren't they legging it? He's got like a Sainsbury's bag full of toads. He rips them out, cuts their head off, sticks them in another bin bag. I don't even know what that is. I mean, it looks like a load of condoms in jam and water or something. I mean, it's weird how he's got it sat there as if that's meant to tempt you in. Well, the idea was, you know, that I'd nip out and get a little snack, because Ricky and Steve said, yeah, try everything out, you know, do what the locals do, but there's no way I'm eating this stuff.
Salami, seahorse, cocoa sour, and peel.
This looks like they've got custard creams on a stick as well at the end. Just anything on a stick, whatever you want on a stick. I just don't understand why they're eating all this. I mean, at home, restaurants will get closed down for having a cockroach in the kitchen. Yeah, here, it's a starter. I didn't know it'd be like this. I didn't think it'd be this mental, really, in the food department. There's a woman over there just tucking in on a bunch of scorpions. Look at her, like she's just having like a bit of a chicken leg. Not a problem, just shoving them in her face. She looks at it before she puts it in her mouth, like, oh yeah, which bit will I have first? The head or the arse? I mean, as she's eating one off one stick, she's looking at the other stick. She can't get enough of them. Her eyes, it's like the donuts to her. She's looking at them, she's going, oh, look at that one there, that one looks nice. You see, I don't know where it stops. Where's the line between food and insect? If she gets up in the morning, there's a spider in the bath. What does she do? Oh, good, I'll leave the croissant for tomorrow. I'll eat that now. What's he eating? Oh, God. What sort of egg is that?
So it's a fetus inside an egg.
A fetus? I don't know what any. Just for people watching who don't know, he's with us, you know, helping drive the bus and what have you. He seems like a normal bloke. I mean, eating a fetus. Not even waiting for the thing to be born and to live a bit and then eat it. I mean, a fetus. Only been here for a bit. I'm running out of these. I've got 3 more packets left. But, you know, the weird thing is, I'm the freak here, aren't I? Everyone else is eating that. I'm eating these. I'm the odd one out.
You've seen some pretty grotesque things, like that fella there who was your driver in China.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Look at this lot. Thank you. This is all right. What's he having over there? Good Jesus. Does he know it's not all in one piece, that noodle? Are we in a race? I didn't realise... I mean, what... Why is he in a hurry? I'm in his van. Should I be getting a move on? He's meant to be giving me a lift home. The suction on that. It's just 1 minute it's there. It's like opening an airplane window. Just all sucks out. That's it, he's eating it. I've hardly touched this. What's he got now? What is that?
I think it's chicken's feet.
You don't pick a food by what sort of feet it's got. Just have chicken if he wants chicken. We're paying, he could have had anything he wanted. And he's spitting it out now, he's just spitting his nails out by the looks of things. No thanks, you're alright. Oh, mind it, he's been munching like Mentos in the van. He's never offered me one of them, it gets the chicken feet, suddenly he's keen for me to have one. He's just spitting stuff out, he's chewing on it, he's spitting on it. I can't eat this. Oh, see that then? It's his van, he'll have to clean it up. You're not having pudding, are you?
See, I'm with you on that. There's no reason to eat like that.
I don't think you'll ever hear of a Chinese man who's starved to death. Because there's no reason to. Street food out there, I thought street food meant, you know, you have chefs on the street cooking food. They don't mean that, it's street food. Whatever's crawling about, they grab and eat.
Do they?
Yeah, honestly. Are they dead? Are they toads? Honest to God, that market, I thought it was a myth, all that, before I went. I thought they don't eat weird stuff like that, because there's no need. There's loads of stuff in the world. You don't have to get to that level yet. I think even in Lost, in that programme, they didn't even get to insects and that, did they? They were stuck on an island there with coconuts. At no point do you see one going, I have to eat a squid, or a lizard, or a scorpion. It never happened. Yet there, they just, I'll have that. Not a problem, just shoving them in the face. I mean, I don't think they do I'm a Celebrity, get me out of there in China. Because they'd go, what's the problem here? Lovely all-you-can-eat buffet here. Not a problem for them. He's a big lad. Just a little bit of, not big. Oh, full. No, they seem like nice people. I mean, I can tell that just, even though I can't speak their language and stuff. They've got some food for me. It's nice, but it's just a bit awkward if it's something I don't like, innit? Because I can't, you know, you can use your hands to say certain things, but what can you do if it's something I don't like? I can't sort of make a lie up. What is that? What is that? Right, forget it. Forget it. It's fucking hell, they're massive toads. Yeah, it's toads in a carrier bag. Oh, I looked at the wrong time. I didn't really want to look, but when I turned around, it looked like she was having a wrestle with one. And I heard like, so I'm guessing the toad wasn't winning. And then I've been told it tastes like chicken, so I should just eat it and think, yeah, it's chicken. It's just nice chicken. Why did she have to cave its head in out here? Why couldn't she just do it inside somewhere and then I'd eat it? Tell me after. All right, yeah, I'll look in a minute. Unless they knew we were coming, couldn't they have just got something normal? Why didn't you say to him, no, is it all right if I bring Karl round? Cook him something. Yeah, of course you can, yeah. What does he like to eat? Does he like toad? Just surely, I mean, I know you don't know me that well, but you know me enough that I've never said to you, do you know what, I'd love a bit of toad. I've never said that to you. You could have just nipped it in the bud there and then gone, oh, he's not a fan of that. He's not, doesn't like it. They're waving me over. This is like a murder scene, look. Bit of Toad's head there. Oh, look at this. Chicken. Just a little bit, because I'm not very good with these. He's better than me. That just looks like noodles. Nice. Lots of that. Oh. No, I love it. Just chewing. I'm gonna make him. I think the baby's choking. Eating toad was weird.
You didn't eat toad?
I had a little bit of toad.
What does the toad taste like?
Like chicken. No, just chicken. This woman was forcing it to me. She was saying, "No, eat it." Oh, not fun. Every time I swallowed it, it was coming back up. It was like it was still alive and the legs were still kicking itself out of my head. Right, no more.
All right, Karl. I know you're heading off to Mount Fuji, but before you get there, we thought you might enjoy stopping off in the countryside to explore some of Japan's ancient traditions. We've actually tracked down a little restaurant where you can try the dish that started sushi. All right, it's a fish that's been fermented for years, and I know you're not sort of really into your fish as food, but it is a real privilege to try it. So I'm sure you'll appreciate it. All right, mate, enjoy it. Bye.
Do you want to sit down? Chair? And that's mad, isn't it? What's the difference? What's the difference of doing that? Sitting there, sitting there. What is the point in that?
Karl, traditional Japanese sushi.
I've been eating a lot of fish whilst I've been here. I'm not a fan.
Maybe you can enjoy. It's very expensive, very rich, I think rich taste.
Rich?
Full of, how to say, full flavour.
Why has it got a lid on it? Is it alive?
No.
How often do you eat that?
Actually, I have eaten once.
Once in your life?
Yes.
All right. Would you like some first?
No, I eat always.
Yeah.
Always I eat. So.
But I've learned in Japan all about etiquette and not to be rude, polite.
Yeah.
So I would like you.
No,
honestly, no. Come on, let's play it by the.
If we're in Japan, I'll say you are a guest in this town.
That's right, and I'm welcoming you.
I'm a host, so guests should eat first.
Right. Stinks, doesn't it?
No.
It does.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
It does.
No.
It does.
It's a good smell.
That's not a bad smell.
No. It's very expensive.
It's a lovely box.
Yeah.
I'm not moaning about the delivery. The tray is lovely.
Yeah.
The nice little sick bowls it comes with.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But that should be on there, should be nailed shut and buried. I can't eat that, Jamie. I think it's off.
It's like a delicacy. It's been fermented for 3 years. Good taste, good flavour.
There's something in the middle of it. I can't eat it, Jamie. I don't know if it's rude or not. I don't know how they're getting away with it. It's not a meal. It's more like a challenge, that. Me taste buds had just been mugged. That's what had gone on there. Sausage, egg and chips. I'm happy with that. Sausage, beans, potato cake. That's something Suzanne normally knocks up for me when I've been away. Something to welcome me back. If I have fish fingers, battered cod. I've had pollock recently. Is it pollock?
Yeah.
I've had that because I didn't have any cod in the chippy. You know, seeing how the locals live, which is what it's all about. Thought the day was coming to an end, thought I'd be able to, you know, relax a little bit, and I've just got a message from Ricky and Steve saying they've sorted out a place for me to have my tea tonight, which is a bit of a worry.
I'll get you the special of the day. Typical Egyptian food.
Yeah, cheers, thanks a lot. It's a bit annoying. He's just cooking something for me, I don't know what it is. I don't like hummus that much. Hummus, couscous, anything like that, I just don't have that sort of stuff. It's not a meal, it's a garnish. I would have loved just chicken and chips. Just something not too challenging. I just want a meal, I'm hungry. I've never experimented that much with food. I didn't have pasta till I was about 21, 22.
Yeah.
All right. Brilliant. I got a bit of a taste of that at the end, and I'm sure I knew what it was. Let me just have a bit again. I'm sure I've had it before.
Okay.
It's rubbery.
Rubbery. Chewy.
Quite beefy.
How about testicle?
That's a testicle.
Aha. And the chewy one. Penis.
Normally on a Monday night, probably have a little bit of lamb that's left over from Sunday dinner or something. And yet, you know, this Monday night, cock and bollocks, couple of eyes, bit of tongue, you know, for garnish. I never thought I'd be saying that.
It's supposed to be good for you as a male.
But why do you use everything to that degree?
We kinda eat everything, nothing goes to waste. And besides, it's delicious.
Well, I said, well, I didn't say delicious, I didn't say delicious.
Ah.
You put words in your mouth along with other things. Hello? Hello?
Why do you call?
What?
How is it? How's the hotel?
It's, can you hear that?
What was the noise?
It's just car horns and that, constant.
Oh, God.
Anyway, the hotel's pretty depressing.
We never said it was going to be all luxury. You've got to see the real Egypt, haven't you? Have you bought a little fez yet? Because I'd like to see you in a fez, I'll be honest. That was my dream.
What, the little art?
Yeah, have you bought one of them yet?
No, I wasn't planning on sort of rushing out.
Why don't you? Well, I think you've got to blend in. When in Rome.
Yeah, but I told you, when in Rome, I'm happy to go along with it. I'll eat pasta. But when in Egypt, they don't say, do they? When in Egypt, have a bollock for lunch. It's not.
Anyway, I've got to go because I've got to open another bottle of wine.
See you later.
Alright, see you later.
Yeah. Can I get 2 pieces of chicken? 2. What? It's a KFC for deaf people. So what do I have to do? I don't understand. So do you just point? Yeah. 1, yeah. 1 of them. For 1. Original. I don't quite know what's going on here. Are they all there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? No, they're all there. Thanks a lot. Brilliant. That was good. Good idea.
What, to have a deaf KFC?
Well, yeah, because why not? You know, I don't come in here for a chat. You come in here for food, fast food. I'm taking it up even faster because they're not chatting behind there. A lot of the time in McDonald's, you know, they're all gabbing, aren't they, by the milkshake counter. But in here, it was quick. It's there in front of you. Point, bang, done, out. It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, with technology, most of it, you don't really use it, do you? It's kind of like a toy. But seeing them use it sort of makes you realise it's a good invention, video calling and picture messaging. But when Ricky sends me a picture, it's that sort of thing. So, this is what I'm saying, we don't sort of use it properly. They've got a proper use. You know what I mean? Packing again, this time for Mexico. I mean, it's the same clothes really, it doesn't matter where I'm going. I've got the same pants, I've got the same t-shirts, maybe a different flavour crisps.
What crisps is that?
Monster Munch pickled onion. It's good to have things like this.
What do you like about Monster Munch?
It's just a bit, there's something about them that cheers you up. Not only are they sort of tasty, but just having a little monster to look at when you're fed up. Ow, Jesus, that's really hot. And then I thought I'd give them some you know, new experience.
What's that?
Bit of Monster Munch. Pop it in your mouth. How do you like that? It's good, isn't it? I mean, I think Louise has had stuff like that. You don't get that fat from wasp larvae. I mean, he had a belly on him. And he kept saying, oh no, it's the wasp stuff, it makes you big and strong. How many are you eating? Because they're only that big, and there's not much fat in them. But the uncle, you could tell he was kind of like, oh, this is alright, this. I think he enjoyed it. So I'm happy about that. I gave him a new experience there, I think. And I just was hoping that he'd get a taste of something new. I think, do you know what? I might leave this little village and go into town and get some crisps. They haven't got brains, have they? They'll just run riot. I don't want to do it.
We'll have just a little drink of tequila to smoothen your muscles and give you a little bit of strength. One kind of tequila, they put worms in it. And it's a very nice thing to offer the worm to the guest.
What is wrong with you people?
May we split?
Just piss-arsing about on bulls, drinking worms. I've been wrestling. I've only been here about 3 days. It's like everyone's daring each other to do something stupid. Get on a cow, get on a bull. Hey, let's have a wrestle. Eat a worm. Do you know what I mean? It's never ending. It's just...
Actually, for us, this is normal, man.
I know, but that's what's frightening. Hey. Do you chew or do you just swallow?
Of course you chew and you try to figure out the flavour and everything.
All right, here we go. Swallow it. It's still in there. Oh, God. Fucking hell, man. I daren't bend over because I'm going to be sick. Right, well, okay.
Let's jump inside.